What's up, guys? We're back in the studio.
Yeah.
To finish off an incredible Premier League season. It's great to see you guys back in these seats with the headphones, with the microphones. How you guys been?
Looks.
Yeah, very smug looks. But we're going to get into all of that. There's some
I'm
stuff that we got to
attention.
talk about. We're going to hit you with a season recap for the Prem. We're going to hit you with our team ratings, some individual, I guess, accolades based on what we think for the entirety of the season, things like signing of the season, player of the season, stuff like that. Then we'll get into the big news that Messi has decided and chosen Inter Miami. The alleged GOAT is coming to the States. FA Cup came and went. UCL is next up. We're going to talk about all that. I do want to ask you guys, since the last time we've been here, it hasn't been a hiatus. We've still been recording, putting out the content, the episodes. How you guys been? I'll start with Erik.
It being pretty good, I missed you guys, so I'm happy to be back on the pod right now, and I miss the viewers, the listeners, so I'm excited to get the banter going.
Can we talk about your knee?
Oh man,
A little story time.
Wanna see it? Wanna look at it?
Oh God!
Nice.
Yeah, man, fucking. So this was a realization. Like I was proud of myself for making that tackle
It was a
because
It was a goal-saving tackle.
It was a
Goal-saving
beautiful-
tackle.
It was a beautiful.
I appreciate
tackle.
that, but
Jesus Christ.
this also showed why I'm completely out of shape and nowhere near ready to play a full game of footy, because if that was me a couple years ago, I would have come up to the guy without having to slide tackle. But the fact that I did not see any chance of me getting him and I had to make that tackle is why I'm at where I'm at today. Hence, I'm so out of shape, man. It sucks.
Fine.
But it was a good little highlight moment for myself. I was proud of myself, but unfortunately the game didn't end how we wanted it to end.
No, it didn't. But we can digress and move on to better things like Gag getting on the score sheet.
That's old news now.
I know it's old news, but it's still there. You got the notch. Got the notch in the goal column. How you been feeling?
Feeling good. It was nice to get on the score sheet for the guys and help the team win a couple weeks ago, and just hoping to get some more.
I don't want to make it too much about the team though. So Dyer, how you been doing?
Shambolic.
Been doing pretty good.
Not you.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good, yeah.
He said,
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Just
now you know what else to say.
everything's been- Yeah.
Nothing you're looking forward to footy wise this summer? Anything like that?
I've been playing a lot of footy recently. But like Erik, if it was just out of shape.
Out
The
of shape?
endurance, and also these legs feel like fucking bricks and stones, like so heavy.
Oh my gosh.
So
Every time I
Welcome
take a
to your
step, I
30s,
feel like
bro.
I'm fucking causing an earthquake.
Hey, man,
Like, oh my
it
fucking
just
God.
shows where we are now. Because
Yeah.
5 years ago, I was playing. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was playing on 4, maybe 5 different teams. Even playing
Yeah.
pickup soccer on the side. Now I can only do at most 2. That's it.
And that's an over 30s league too. On top of that, so
It is an over
Yeah.
30s league. My God. Well, he stepped away from his mic. I'll go to you, Vlad, one of our cracked producers behind the scenes. How you been doing, Vlad?
Good, man. I'm good.
You've been putting in the minutes too, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
bro.
recognize that.
Trying, bro. It's fucking.
Man's
It's a piece of work out there.
man's a brick wall at left back.
Yes.
You know?
We've had a few
Yeah.
very significant tackles where, like you said, either the ball passes or the guy passes. Never both.
Yeah.
Never both.
Never.
Marco, how you been?
Phenomenal. Excellent. Great. Sad.
It
Everything in between. Everything good.
It sounds like
soccer, bro. It's like
sounds like
it's
an honest
over, you know?
assessment. I didn't expect the sad, but it sounds like
You
an
know,
honest assessment.
The season's over.
Yes, I do agree with that. The season is over. Prem is
am
over.
excited, there's a possibility that we will be going to see the Arsenal versus MLS All Stars, and Messi might be playing there. So
Oh,
shit.
maybe.
we better be buying those fucking tickets pretty soon, bro.
$1,200 tickets right there.
Buy them now and
I
be
think at
and
this
be
point we
amongst
might
the
as well
a-holes
just
that'll
buy
flip
the
it
Man
for
United
full
game, bro.
price.
I think that's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah, right. That game is crazy expensive, man. But
Well,
that's
si-
a good idea.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Yo,
Well,
no,
since
and
he has-
I
Sorry.
might go see my Guatelinda too. So
Yeah, what?
Guatelinda,
on the 1st of July, which is
who
funny.
played they played a friendly last night. I completely had forgot about it. Played a friendly against Mexico. They actually look pretty good. They had some good at least when I watched the game back and the highlights, they had some good passages of play, some nice little tiki taka passes and stuff
How
like
much
that.
did we lose by?
It was 2-0.
Okay.
It was
there
2-0. It was
What did we
respectable.
lose? You did lose, right?
It was respectable. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
2-0.
He said,
you
"Yeah, of
guys are
course."
good. You suck, though. You
exactly.
do know a lot.
He said,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
of course is what
He
I'm
said,
I'm
"Yeah, of
referring to.
course."
I'm saying,
Man,
I'm saying, of
where-
course they
you
played
lost.
well.
You guys are good, just
But
not that good.
I'm saying, of course, they played well. But either way, we're gonna get right into our team ratings.
Hold on. You asked all of us how we been. How you been?
I've been all right. I'm chilling. I'm here with you guys. You know, everyone's talking about the smoke apocalypse
Yo.
of 2023.
Yes.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I feel like everyone has to bring it up anyway. You know,
You
the
said it wasn't that
smog,
bad.
nice little people raw dogging it out there with their lungs, taking in that smoke.
Little Blade Runner 2049 action. I
Yes,
saw the,
yes, Blade
I felt
Runner
like I was
vibes,
back in our country.
Sicario vibes,
It smelled like it.
Little Mad
It
Max.
smelled like that. It doesn't
Little
look like
Mad
that,
Max,
but it definitely
yeah,
looks
Mad
like
Max
that.
vibes.
I am Legend.
yes.
I
all of
mean,
that.
no, definitely not I Am Legend. At least it wasn't red in I Am Legend.
No. As far as like the smoke, the haze,
Yeah, it's
like
fucking-
I
the
like Zombie was gonna come out pretty soon. I
For
thought
real,
people
the
were gonna just
blood, the
start
blood
running.
moon. I mean, the blood sun.
I
Oh,
thought,
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought we
yeah.
were playing fucking Call of Duty and the zone was coming in. That's all I thought.
Yeah,
I thought-
that's
or
pretty accurate.
some grounded, and we were in the haze.
yes, grounded in the haze. What a
Uh,
reference.
we
I
were in
wouldn't
we
know.
were in the zone
Yeah.
Yeah.
for 2 days.
For 2 days. Well, hopefully it does get better. Apparently, the air quality index is a little bit better than yesterday. Still
Mhm.
not like the low 200s, which isn't the best for people that are out there just like working extended hours. But we're indoors. We're chilling in here. We're at the studio behind
That's
us.
crazy. We played in that.
On Tuesday.
Yes, for a bit.
Jesus.
For,
thought the
which
game
I
was gonna
think
get
it
canceled.
was. I think it was actually pretty lucky, fortuitous even that the game was called off a little bit early.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think the what caused the rift that day was the apocalypse.
Oh,
think-
yeah?
I think everybody was just full moon. just
The
hitting
chakras
everybody.
weren't aligned.
The werewolves coming
I
out.
think
chakras
that's
weren't
why it
aligned.
happened, bro. They
The
were
storm,
on the
the
process
storm
of
moon.
transforming, and
High
was
on
paused.
fumes.
It was definitely
Making
the-
rash decisions.
Not a lie, we did look pretty stale out there. We looked nervous.
I think both teams. Either way.
Yeah,
kept on
yeah.
yelling, going stronger, and when they did, nobody liked it. So
Yeah.
Clobber time.
Listen, you got the whistle ready. Hit it for one last time. And here we go. The season recap for our teams. We had one at the midpoint. We're going to do it from the midpoint on, how our teams finished. I think that we can start in table order. So just to make it a little bit easy to follow along, Man City, we can all agree.
F.
Champions,
A+, I guess.
A plus.
F 'cause
It's over.
F because it's City and there's no fans here to defend City. So.
Actually, no. Yeah, let's dock them. Let's dock them a letter grade.
After fuck you, Vincent.
It
B
was.
for bitch ass.
Could it have been different for City in terms of the games that there were a few games that looked like they could have slipped up. I know we were talking about the hope and all this other stuff,
Yeah,
and then they
I hate you guys.
and
by
then
the way.
listen, it's possible. We can't predict the future. Anything can happen. We might as well be hopeful. I know Marco feels me on
It's
that.
the hope that
Well,
kills.
you know what? I'm gonna give you credit on one little item here. I blame you. Didn't say this. This is me saying,
Uh-huh.
it, but I'm gonna get into it. I blame the World Cup for Man City winning it.
You blame the World Cup.
I
Okay,
blame the World Cup
let's
for
hear
Man
this
City
theory.
winning it. Why?
All right, why?
Because while the World Cup was going on, Haaland was able to get better, and Haaland was out for I think 6 to 8 weeks, but it landed right when the World Cup started, and he didn't play the World Cup, so he was able to get better.
I mean, I'm a Haaland sexual, so anything that gets
Eric might
Haaland
not
in the
agree with
field.
me on this one, but Diego, I mean, you come on.
If he admits yesterday, he admits that Haaland is the one that got to the title, and he's probably the
I mean,
best
he
player in
did
the
score
league
what,
right now.
50 plus goals.
So
In all competitions.
double-edged sword he's falling on right now.
Come on, what side do you want to fall on?
I think I'll fall on whatever side
Default.
Gundogan's on because Gundogan. I think. Come on, we have to recognize that motherfucker puts the team on his back for
the
no
end of the
reason.
season.
Incredible output at the end of the season, scoring goals left and right. And it was very close for like the what was it the multiverse where he's on 2 goals and do we give him the hat
Oh,
trick?
yeah, we were close.
I
to
think
that.
he
Happened
did
a
that like
few
2 or 3 times
times.
after.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
God damn. But we never got close. He either got subbed off or the game like time was expired. All right, Man City. Done and dusted. Another title win. People aren't that impressed.
3 in a row.
Yes, the 3-peat. Thank you for reminding me of that. It's just gonna make it sweeter when they get stripped of everything. It's gonna make it so much sweeter.
Jeez.
Let's
Does that mean that
let's
we're
speak
getting
that
the
into
trophy at the end?
existence.
Does that mean we're getting the trophy? At the
I
end?
mean, fuck it. We'll take it.
Technically, all the second place teams and Spurs will finally have one. Right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Did they?
Yeah,
think so.
didn't you come in second?
We came.
Oh no, that
third.
was
No,
Leicester.
no,
Sorry,
that
came in
Leicester's
the
good.
year.
sorry.
The
That
Damn.
year they
He
that
knew
wasn't
that.
a setup. That
He
was
knew that.
But
He knew
even-
that
no,
already.
but
That wasn't. A,
He knew that
But
already.
even that year.
The year they
Uh,
came in
no,
second was
even
when
that year
Chelsea
we came in
won.
third.
oh, with Chelsea won. Sorry. Yes.
Sorry.
Even that year we came in third.
Yeah, damn. Even in like multiverses and conspiracy, Spurs still can't get out on top.
No, but their players can when they leave Spurs.
Oh.
We're going to talk about that too, Dyer.
I don't care.
For Spurs.
Yeah.
For
See that
Spurs.
Alderweireld banger?
Alderweireld
Antwerp.
winning it with Antwerp. But that's already
Yeah,
a
but
little bit
weird.
of a tangent.
We have a weird standing.
Second place, Dyer. Arsenal. Guys, Arsenal. How'd they finish?
Do we want to go in order? Do you want to just bounce around?
No, I think we come to a consensus.
I think
I think
don't
I
know.
say A plus.
Nah, the way
No.
second half from the end of the season, no way. We choked.
Where were you guys
easy games?
last season?
No.
No.
I
We
agree with, but
midpoint
said
to
we're
the end.
conference
Oh,
from the
okay,
Midpoint to the
right,
end.
okay.
Last
My
season,
bad,
bounds,
my
leaps
bad.
and bounds.
Yeah,
My
Not
bad,
even
my bad.
close.
But from half season to the end of the season, I'm gonna have to give us like a B minus.
Yeah, I'll give it like a B plus.
Damn.
I was
More.
expecting him to say like D. Not gonna lie.
I mean, honestly,
we
that's too
still
far.
got-
We
look.
lost in. Well, sorry, we drew. No, we
Still
lost. No, we lost against Man City. We drew some
Drew 3 games that were
Yeah.
horrible
incredible.
games that honestly cost us the title.
Southampton was one of them.
Southampton. It was games that we should have won. It was
Lost to
games that we
Everton, I think.
Yeah, 1-0
Yeah.
1-0
yeah,
Everton.
yeah, Everton,
Yeah.
and then I forget who the other one was. Not
Brighton.
Villa. Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah.
3-0
Brighton
to
was
Brighton.
3-0, yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
So
The
it's
little
just
tie.
That
games
was
that-
fucking crazy.
The
and that was at home.
And then
The-
Forest at the end.
The Liverpool tie where we were up and then we ended up tying it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking about that because we were at their place. So I was like, you know what? I'll take a point away at Liverpool. Anybody will take that. But from the halfway to now, yeah, I mean, we still got second place. We still didn't completely fall off the rails, but we definitely cost ourselves the title this season. And I'm just hoping the deals that Man City get stripped and they get rid of all their fucking players this season because it looks like Gundogan's out, Bernardo Silva's probably gonna be out. So if it's their revamp year, hopefully this is our opportunity to not fuck it up this time. But yeah, I say B minus.
I think that's an agreement. B minus. Yes, Vlad, Marco, I'm getting nods, head nods
Yeah,
behind
I
the
said
camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus.
I'll take it. Yeah, I was out of
opinion.
place.
But moving on, third place, United come in and they pip Newcastle, which I thought they were gonna fuck it up. I would speak and probably say they did a solid B. I think that they left a lot to want from them. The funniest, the thing that keeps circulating is a fucking meme of the graphic that they had of Ten Hag on Sky Sports with all 4 trophies. And then it's like 1 check mark and then 3 question marks, and it's like, yeah, where the fuck did the team go by the end of the season? So that's pretty funny.
I remember somebody made a diss track on me
Yeah, I did.
about a video.
Ah.
Hey, listen. That
Show-
that was
Show the
that was,
flashback.
that was then. That was then. I say B. I don't know what you guys think.
For United?
Yes.
United.
Yeah, I would have disagreed.
Brand
with
of
that.
the season.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I wouldn't
Not much
disagree.
more you
Yeah.
could have done more, and you could have done less. Honestly, you guys did what you had to do at the end of this.
Yeah, I had a
midpoint.
It's like a
small little
satisfactory
hiccup at the
type
beginning
thing.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple hiccups towards the end with the injuries that you had with
Yeah, B- a
specifically
B
with
is-
your midfield. Sorry,
Yeah,
with
B
your
is a
defense,
B is
so.
fair. I mean, there were things just throughout the entire season that we just still haven't gotten over, which got us to where we were, and there was a point at the end of the season where we probably weren't even going to finish top 4, and that was the team's own doing, just not making decisions. I don't want to go too far into it, but yeah, B sounds
B
reasonable.
is fair.
Yeah,
we're
B is
running
fair.
through this because I feel like for at least the top 3, it's kind of self-explanatory. I think that all teams did what they were expected to do by the end of the season. I think with Newcastle, it's going to be a little bit more interesting because
Mhm.
definitely it looked like they were going to go on a run. The fact that they didn't keep any clean sheets the last 16 matches,
And they stopped scoring as much as they did in the
Yes.
first half of the season too.
and they did. So we got to come to agreement on that one. What are we giving Newcastle? Coming in 4th, 71
So
points.
this is based off of the
Midpoint.
window transfer.
Second half of the
window-
season.
Winter transfer window until now, right?
So basically,
Not
yeah.
Full season.
Yeah.
Full season, I would have given like B plus to A minus. Now, I want to say like B minus to C plus.
They had 1 win in their last 5 games to end the
Yeah.
season.
It's
So
kinda-
I think that's worth considering.
Yeah, I see. At this midpoint, I see why you're giving them B minus. I still want to give them an A.
You do?
Just because
I still give him an A, dude.
Well, that's a thing. It should, and if it was overall season, that's why I said if it was
Yeah, no,
overall
yeah.
season, I would have said at least an A minus. But because we're only basing off of winter transfer till now,
Yeah, until now.
that's why I'm going to get B minus. because they did fuck up at the end, and they
Uh,
did lose points where they shouldn't have.
They kind of look
I
promising.
mean, I wouldn't say they really fucked up. Like it was just more like
mean,
no, they
They
Hope.
showed their true
they-
color. They weren't supposed to be there.
yeah,
Yeah,
like they
Hope.
they,
And
they
were
held their
never-
own.
and they technically they clinched top 4 before United did.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
held their own.
so-
That
by
you
like a
know
week.
Yeah, I mean, still
they
still
were
before
able
we
to
did.
handle the pressure from the other teams that were trying to get Champions League like Liverpool, Brighton.
Liverpool was knocking. That's true.
Yeah, so I give them an A. I don't
I give him a 9. I give him
like
a 9.
overall season A plus from transfer to now A.
Second half, we got 2 A's. You're saying B minus?
I'm sick with my B minus.
I'll say A too.
Another
I'll
A.
say
I'll go with A. They look
Consensus.
promising.
Yeah, I think an A is fair. B minus I do see because it does look like at least by the end it should have been easy for them to wrap up, especially the fact that they played both Leeds and Leicester and they got 2 points out of that. And a toothless Chelsea, which nobody expected them to draw 1-1. So here is going to get more interesting. Liverpool 5th, 67 points in Europa. Hello Thursdays. Yeah, I'm being biased, but what are we thinking?
F for them, bro.
I
Liverpool.
think so. I think it has to be harsh because they did strengthen that squad.
Did they?
Supposedly.
I
But,
don't
but
think
we're
they
also
did.
but we're also
I don't
talking
Exactly. Did they?
bias aside, we're also talking from halfway point to now, and
That's when they
they
got better.
did improve the
Yeah.
second half of the
because
season.
they were battling Chelsea for 10th
Yeah, they
place.
also drew. A
Yeah, they
couple, like,
were.
They drew and lost a couple games that they should have won realistically. And I
Right,
mean,
but from
yeah.
where they were, from
Maybe
where
I'm
they
a little
were,
biased, but
from where they,
you're
were
right,
I mean,
you're right, you're
I don't
right.
know if anyone can pull it up real quick, but where they were halfway through the season, they definitely improved. They got a lot better. They were
I-
pushing for top
I
4.
think
at the
he's
end.
C plus in my opinion.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Looking at the Southampton game, my first thought was this literally embodies Liverpool's season. They're losing to Southampton. They're not fulfilling their expectations, and they have to fight back just to get the bare minimum. So I think obviously missing out on Champions League is not the greatest.
No.
Darwin Nunez, Gakpo, the unbelievable 0 minutes that we talked about, we laughed about for Artur Melo. And yes, they did have issues. They did have issues for some of their personnel. Salah not looking like himself.
Mhm.
Trent getting into his little midfield position, the little positional change
Towards the end of the
Second half-
season.
towards the
second half,
end.
yeah, towards the
So
end.
he did do great. I
May-
think C is
maybe-
fair.
Maybe a C plus.
Maybe a C plus.
Yeah,
But
C plus
next year,
sounds-
watch out,
sounds-
man.
sounds-
Liverpool fans,
Oh,
if
they're
you
gonna-
disagree,
got
please
MacAllister.
let it know.
Oh yeah.
Let it be known. If you disagree, Liverpool fans, we want to hear
We'll
you.
see. We'll see.
I think it's a good signing.
That's a great signing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
What?
Well, who? Oh,
MacAllister?
McAllister. Yeah, let's. I do have a note for that. Let's delve into that. 35 mil.
Cheap.
McAllister.
Hell, G.
I saw one post comparing him and Enzo, who went for 100. I don't know how they did it. I feel like there's some.
Backdoor dealings.
Yeah, man.
But
They'll
now,
be- they'll be
but now
giving up
with
a player to,
but with
to, Hendo might be
McAllister,
going
though-
to Brighton. We just don't know about it yet.
if Klopp continues this new system with Trent in the midfield, does he play McAllister next to Trent? Because if he does, then that means McAllister is going to play deeper. So we don't know if his productivity is going to be this.
I don't know what the tag's gonna be for Liverpool next season, but it's safe to say that's a good, solid, cheap pickup.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
is.
if
Mhm.
McAllister plays advanced as he has been, then yeah, it's
Mm.
watch out for them.
I don't know
think-
what the tag's gonna be, but I mean, shit. I think we all think McAllister on our team.
It's incredible. Yes, exactly. It's incredible for the price that he went for during the times that we're in now. 35 is ridiculous for someone who, if not a squad player, is going to be a solid starting 11 player that is described as being the person to make the correct decision, to make the right pass. McAllister on Arsenal.
I would have taken him. 100%.
Yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
McAllister on Spurs.
100%. We need a
McAllister on United. I believe so. I think it shows his quality as far as being a person who can become an important cog in a well-oiled machine. I think it's fair. As far as penalties, though, who's going to take them? Because he was a designated penalty taker. Salah has missed.
It's got to still be Salah.
Salah
gonna
missed
be
4.
Still gonna be Salah.
It's gotta be Salah.
Yeah, but they're not gonna take that away.
Yes.
They're not going to take that away.
I mean, how
Unless-
often do you see a team saying, no, you were our star, but you know what? Fuck it, we're not gonna give you the penalties anymore.
That's literally how Salah got it. If you guys remember,
it was given it to him.
Milner gave it to
Milner
him.
gave it to. We had the discussion.
Yeah.
Milner gave him. He like here's start taking him, and then from there on out, he just took him.
Is he?
So does Salah go, hey, listen, I'm in
that's
my
on Salah. I
30s.
don't think the team
think-
will
I
tell him
doubt
to
it.
do it.
I don't
if
think
he,
so.
If he is willing to do it, then yeah. But I think Salah is too.
I think
goal-hungry.
especially-
he has to
especially-
be goal-hungry because that's
especially
where he's at.
especially the season that Salah
Yeah.
just had. I mean, granted, it was still a good season, but by his standards,
Yeah, bro. We
It
were used to
wasn't.
seeing him score or be the top 1, 2, 3 goal scorer, and he wasn't. This
Yeah,
season.
he's gonna be horny as fuck.
Is he a lefty already?
I think he was top 10, but I don't
He's a
think
lefty.
MacAllister's a righty, I don't know. No, he's a lefty.
MacAllister? I think
Maca-
he's a lefty, actually.
Yeah.
I think he's a
If
lefty.
he's a lefty, he's definitely going to take the free kicks over Salah. I would think so.
Oh, yeah. I think it's not free
damn.
kicks that much. I think it's more Trent's forte.
Oh,
No, but like on the right side to put that curling into the near post, MacAllister. He showed like that he could take free kicks at Brighton.
Good segue because Brighton are next in 6th place, 62 points, qualifying for Europa. They did have a bit of I would say, I think they did stumble a little bit at the end. Of course, I'm just going off of the last 5 games, which isn't supposed to be an excuse to summarize their whole season, but just something that's quickly accessible here. I think the 3-0 win over Arsenal was big, but then losing 4-1 to Newcastle right after probably hurt.
And then 5-1 to Everton.
So the 5-1 loss to Everton also. The 1-1 draw with City, the golazo by Enciso that we were talking about.
Oh, he's.
What are we saying, man? It looks like
If it's second half of the season, I mean, it's still got to be.
I give him an A minus.
Yeah.
Still got to be
A-minus?
up there. A minus,
A
B
minus.
plus.
we're all
record-setting season for them.
we're all Deserbians.
I'm just.
He's phenomenal.
Oh, Nick,
Oh.
I didn't see you there.
Yeah, where'd you come from?
I didn't mean to ignore you this whole time. I know it's actually
magic.
now that we did notice that you are here, we were just going over league ratings just from the midpoint since we did from the beginning to January. We're doing January till now. What would you give your beloved Liverpoolians at 5th place?
For the whole season,
No, midpoint. Basically
Oh.
from the winter to now.
I'll give them a C minus.
I see.
Okay.
C minus. Yeah.
That's what we landed on basically, except for the F that Dara gave them.
Oh, I could get on point with that as well. That would be full for a full season, right?
And your thought on the MacAllister signing?
A pretty good signing.
35 mil?
All fee considered, good player, good base player to start everything off. I can't complain. Yeah, it's just a decent player, good player for pretty cheap.
That's literally what it like. It's like, oh yeah.
He's trying to downplay it, so when he fucking explodes next season, he's gonna be like, "That's my fucking guy." He's gonna have a McAllister jersey and everything.
Yeah.
he's gonna
I
pull.
agree,
He's gonna
but-
pull a JG and say, "I called it."
I mean, what we were chatting about just before noticing that you were there the entire time was he's a really decent pickup for the fee that they paid to be either a squad player or a featuring
No, he'll start.
11
He'll start.
a featuring 11 every single week because he becomes someone reliable that you're going to be able to, I guess, basically lean on. But we did move on to Brighton A that we were agreeing on. Brighton A,
A minus.
Brighton A
somewhere in there.
minus, Brighton A minus.
B plus at the worst.
I think that's fair. Last two. Spurs in
F.
8th,
Oh,
60 points.
F.
Expelled.
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 Administration.
Administration?
Administration.
Deported, honestly.
Gotten rid of. Why would you
Actually,
give
no,
them
Be fair. Spurs F, Harry Kane A.
Hurricane A?
Let's
But
divide-
wouldn't
let's
that
divide
average out to like a
let's,
D?
Let's divide that.
No, that would average out to like a D.
Let's see.
We gotta put
What's-
it. We gotta put it asterisk.
C is the
next to
middle grade.
Spurs.
Permanent leave.
yeah.
Soon in 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Soon in 2 to 3 years. Dyer, what's your reasoning for the F?
Oh, bro. I mean, they weren't there the entire season, but after the World Cup, they just kept falling down the table. You know, competing for a Champions League spot, and then just keep falling and falling and falling, letting goals in. Especially the fucking 6-1 loss against Newcastle. Nah.
Damn.
You're resolving all these issues. You brought us on Maguire. Come on.
You're signing
For a back
quality player.
for a back four. For a back four.
for 2
Yeah.
own goals, basically. That's why we're signing him.
Imagine he's the answer.
If he
That'd
is,
be funny.
if he
that,
is,
that would be like
I'm
For a
still
back
go-
four?
Prem karma.
Would you guys be upset though?
No, I
Hell
wouldn't.
no.
Because
I feel
wouldn't that kind of look bad on Ten Hag and
No,
all
no,
that?
not really.
I the way I see it, and the thing that was circulating a lot after the season ended because everyone's looking forward to Maguire being sold was the clip that people were putting together, the compilation of his debut against Chelsea, and him looking incredible, going aggressive, winning balls in the air. Oh
That's
my
true, yeah.
God, this guy is freaking amazing, carrying the ball, making passes out, distributing, and then I just feel like it was just too big for him. So I think at Spurs, no pun intended, he won't have that pressure. He won't have that pressure.
You'll be Spursy. No.
Honestly, I don't know how long Sanchez has on that team. I'm surprised he's still on that team. People don't like him.
And I'm sure everybody can agree. F, right?
I can't disagree with that.
I can't either. It would.
It would
there
go
is a
against
lot-
my belief.
There is a lot to be.
Okay.
There's a lot to be desired at the end of the season from Spurs. The 4-3 against Liverpool, 2-1, and then 3-1 losses, bouncing back against Leeds, and then a 1-0 against Palace. Just going off of the last 5 for some reference. It ends with Sonny. I think, what was Sonny's output this season? 8 goals?
12.
12?
Well, in the league,
In
8,
the
I
league.
think.
Oh,
12 overall.
nice. I'm so glad I didn't get that wrong.
I think it was.
Richarlison?
Double F.
More yellow cards than goals.
Richarlison, I don't know, man.
Okay, sorry. Sonny 10. And just right here for reference, Richarlison 1.
Double F for Richarlison.
Okay, conundrum. And I want to bring you guys in on this. Harry Kane. You're Harry Kane. You're Harry Edward Kane. You're peacing out?
Peace. Hell yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna go
Okay,
play
but are
with
you piecing out
fucking-
to somewhere in England, or are you going to...
Hey
Madrid.
Jude.
Hello, Madrid.
We're gonna play with Hey Jude.
He's going to be singing Hey Jude?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think he
He's gonna
fits.
have that English person.
I don't think he fits.
Bro,
Who's the
he
last...
looks like a glove.
last
He will
English player on
destroy
Madrid?
La Liga. He will
Last
destroy.
English player? I think it
Owen?
was Michael Owen? No, Hargreaves.
Hargreaves?
No, McManaman.
Oh, shit. That's a long time ago,
was
is my
McManaman.
point.
Bro, he's gonna destroy that league. If Benzema still look good at the way he played, Harry Kane is gonna
Well, Ronaldo
kill
was there
that
too.
league.
Damn.
Or was it Woodgate?
Who?
Woodgate.
Jonathan Woodgate.
Jonathan Woodgate.
I don't know who we went to. That's going to be an interesting one to look up.
English person there.
Maybe our crack producers can give us a lending hand with that. The last English player on Real Madrid squad, Harry Kane. I want him to stay in the Prem though.
I do
Fuck
too.
off, fuck off. What? Why? Because he's gonna go United if he stays in the Prem.
No,
Absolutely.
I want him to stay at Spurs in the Prem.
No,
He's
if he
not,
stays in the
bro.
Prem, he's
There's
going to
no
United.
way. There's no way. The only way I see that happening is if Daniel
I mean,
Levy...
he just had a photo shoot with
If
Tottenham
Dan-
with a new jersey.
he
Okay,
has
that's
to.
fine. Yeah, contractual
staying at Spurs.
obligations. If Daniel Levy pulls a fit,
with the new jersey that has looked the same for the past like
They
5-10
said
years.
They gotta change his jersey when they get a trophy, so that jersey's never changing.
I think Daniel Levy might pull some BS, throw a tantrum, and then keep him on the squad and not sell him.
I see that.
I've
happening,
seen rumblings
unfortunately.
about that.
David
and-
Beckham.
So it's
Oh,
actually
wow.
two of them.
David
it's
Beckham,
it's
2007.
Beckham and Woodgate.
Beckham and
They
Woodgate.
both left in 2007.
Mhm.
God damn.
So it's been over.
How about Beckham?
Yeah.
16,
15.
Oh, I mean, I knew
16,
Beckham, but I thought Owen was there afterwards. Dang.
No, Michael Owen was a shambolic transfer.
Of course, yeah, but just for the fact of him being English, blah blah blah. I also
So
feel
you're
like
racist.
English tax. English tax, guys. Come on, these are realities of the soccer playing world. Just like Mason Mount being freaking asked 70 plus add-ons. Chelsea can... And that's actually a good segue into Chelsea because they can...
It's gonna be an easy consensus.
they're going to be... The thing is that, like, if we give... I don't know if I'm trying to bunch them together, but if we give Spurs an F for 8th place and 60 points, what's Chelsea in 12th with 44?
F minus. F minus minus.
It's like, what's that? When you get in college and you don't even fail, you just get like a
W.
Disappointed?
a
With-
W.
withdraw.
No,
Withdrawal.
NA.
Withdraw.
Or, yeah, what's that?
Withdraw W
And-
for
Not
NA.
applicable.
Not
It'll be
applicable?
NA.
Literally,
The bottom half of the table, not applicable.
Bottom half.
That's crazy, dude.
It
You
just goes
guys-
to show that just because you got a lot of money doesn't mean you can go play FIFA in career mode and just get whatever you want. Because Todd Bowley apparently came out and said that he's not going to be as involved next season as he was this year.
I think they ashamed him into making that announcement because clearly
Shame.
he had no idea what he was doing.
Can you guys also just on the topic of Chelsea? Can you guys believe that it was this season that we had Tuchel versus Conte?
Yeah,
It felt like it's been 2-3
It
seasons
felt like it's been a
already.
lot because of the World Cup. It felt like it's been
it's been
a
so much
lifetime
longer,
ago.
man. It's been so much longer.
Imagine being a fan of both of these teams. It just probably felt even longer for this season.
If we had a Chelsea fan on here at any point during the season, we would have their opinion. But
He's right there.
sadly,
Nick.
He's right
oh yeah,
there.
that's right.
Man, jump on the Liverpool wagon and jump on the sinking ship of Chelsea.
So it was like what, like off the Titanic
Enzo
into
text. That was Enzo text.
Into the iceberg, like, knock him off.
into an iceberg. Into the iceberg. Who? I know you're a bit busy there. If I can interrupt you real quick, Nico, who out of this Chelsea squad makes it out alive? Who is still there next season?
He's going. He's
He
going
actually
to.
won,
He's going to.
medal.
He's going to Al Nassr or Al Ittihad. One of the two. He's going to one of the Saudi ones.
Who survives?
Probably Enzo, Reese, Mudryk.
Is Pulisic still there for next season?
Apparently, he's starting.
Is-
He's main guy for Pochettino.
AC Milan want him. too.
Conte saw the bag and he's like, I'm out.
That's why I
Apparently.
respect Messi. Messi didn't do that. He went to MLS, baby. You respect it. Go.
Literally every club is paying
Well,
for this
Nkunku
guy.
doesn't count because he's coming in. So I'll probably bet that Badia Shield guy. He's decent. Fofana is gonna give him another chance. You spend 80 million, might as well just give him another chance.
So
That's pretty much it.
what I'm trying to lead into is like Chelsea have made their bed very clearly, and the players that didn't look like
I'm not gonna lie.
that's crazy. That's
Oh,
crazy,
I'm not
Nick.
counting it. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
throw it this way. I'll do it.
You're almost done. You're almost done.
Nico.
We'll get there.
throw it to Marco.
You're gonna get confused.
It's
But if you
alright.
want to
Ask-
give it a go, you can give
Ask
it a go.
ask for an assist.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Dang.
I ain't winning, so I don't care.
Oh, good catch. Good catch. Chelsea with the same stock of players that looked like wasn't gonna work. The lead-in is then Pochettino's the man to make that click.
We'll see.
It's
What do
gonna
you
take-
think?
You're smiling.
What
You're
do you-
smiling.
No, I want to turn that on you.
I'm ready to say I want to put it on video that I give him. I'm looking into this camera. I give him 18 months,
Is that that's the
and then
banker?
he's gone,
I think that's the contract.
out.
But that's the minimum requirement at Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, I know.
18 months.
So I'm giving him
17 months.
the first 10 games. He'll have 4 losses, 2 easy wins,
Oh, do you?
and then 2 gimmies. I think out of having 4 losses the first 10 games, he's going to be in hot water by January. I don't think he makes it at the end of the season. I'm going to put that out there. He does not finish the season at Chelsea next season.
Okay, but do you see any positives with this?
With Pochettino being signed up for
Positive for Chelsea, for everybody else. For everybody else.
For the appointment.
I think we're all.
yeah, I mean, one of the points that I made before is Pochettino took a while to get Spurs ticking, and he got them ticking well, but he took a while. It was a nice 4 to 5 year span. Chelsea do not have the temperament for that. They don't have the patience for that, and clearly they're not used to that. And this would have been a good moment for them to practice, but it didn't. It turned out horrifically with Lampard's second stint. I hope Lampard doesn't touch another managerial position ever again. But Chelsea NA doesn't even make a passing grade, doesn't even make it onto the grading paper. So that's our team ratings for the ones at least that were traditional top 6. There's a lot of other teams that I think do deserve ratings, but for brevity and to keep things moving, keep it pushing, we're going to talk about our accolades for the season, player of the season, gentlemen. Just go ahead and get it over with. Just say Darwin Nunes. Yeah, we're gonna start. You want to start? You want to start, Vlad?
No,
No? Erik?
I mean, I'm stuck between. Of course, I'm being biased here, but I think it's not far fetched saying it between Martinelli and Saka.
Oh, for your club? Are we doing this for your
No,
club?
the league.
No, for the
young
league.
player of the season.
Yeah. No. Player of the season
Player of
first.
the season.
Player of the season first, and then we'll do young.
Oh, sorry, player of the season. Oh, I'm sorry, Haaland.
We all agree. Diego said so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you agree?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Whatever these guys said.
Yeah, Haaland.
Diego?
What do you think? Dave?
Yeah.
Haaland, vamos!
No,
Haaland,
it
Haaland.
has to be. I'm
No,
not
but
gonna
what's
say his name.
though?
Huh?
What's his name though?
It rhymes with Folland. That's all I'm gonna say. Marco's nodding his head in agreement, so it looks like a unanimous decision for player of the season, young player.
Erling Haaland, he counts.
Oh, actually, fuck, you're
does.
right.
Fuck that guy, man.
Oh shit, I'm thinking he's like fucking 30 years
No,
old already.
22.
Okay, bro,
22.
22.
we're not gonna count that. Like,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I
It does
think-
count,
I
it
think that-
counts, it counts.
I said,
Remember, we split it.
yeah, I said, at least I said, like, just to make it more interesting, I thought it was BS that he got nominated for both and won both.
I mean,
Oh, he won both.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
He won player and
In the
young
league.
player,
Why
yeah,
not?
because he's young.
I mean, if it's
He
the
fits
rule,
the
then
category.
obviously.
Okay,
The
but for our pod and for conversation's sake,
Because we're salty motherfuckers here. We don't want to give him.
I'm a bona fide hater. I say it every single time. Young player of the season. Give me another name other than the guy whose name rhymes with
I'm gonna go with you. Oh, damn, I'm gonna go with Saka.
Bolland.
Saka.
Saka.
20 goal contribution again for
I don't
him.
remember who I said.
Yeah, soccer.
How's Martinelli?
That's what I was going for.
21?
He did good.
He actually did very well, but
Yeah.
as far as goal contributions goes, or just in general.
No, just how old is he?
Oh, he's
21?
21. 21.
The lockoff's 21, correct?
Huh?
The lockoff is 21.
22.
No.
It's
Oh.
23 and under, I think.
23 and under.
21.
Oh, 23.
I would
Wow.
vote. You guys both voted Saka. Gat.
I'm trying to pull up the list of the nominees again because I don't remember when
That's
I said that.
Oh my
He,
God,
like he
yeah.
didn't watch the season, the entire season.
This guy.
This guy, Dyer. I'm putting my vote for Martinelli. I think Martinelli would win
Same.
Young Player of the Season.
I,
I think he put a team on his back
Uh,
during the moments that they needed it most.
I'll put Martinelli
Yeah?
because he definitely
Oh, I
improved.
said Odegaard.
Also,
You said
He's
Ode?
20. I thought he was
Does he count?
24.
If Odegaard counts,
Is
I'm
he
going
so old?
Odegaard.
Martinelli?
Well, I know it was
Odegaard?
one- It was one of the Arsenal
How old is
boys.
he?
I think he's 24.
He's
I
24. I
got it.
can't wait.
he's 24.
He's
Odegaard's
gonna be
24.
searching again.
Nah, I'm gonna
He's 24.
Yeah,
I have him right here.
Oh, you
Oh,
just
okay,
searched it
fine.
up. You give us a wrong answer.
No, I didn't look up his age. I just looked up something
And
else.
this is
I
the
saw
guy
his
who-
This
name.
is for an
I
award
saw
that's
his
under
name.
23.
I
That's
saw
the
his name.
that's
I
a
saw his name.
qualifying metric.
Aren't they
Saka,
three?
I'll go
I'll shoot
Saka.
24 year old.
Saka. I'll go
Saka?
Saka.
All right. Yeah, I think that's fine. Most improved. This one's gonna be interesting. Most improved player.
There's a lot of players.
There is a
of
lot,
players.
but listen, I want to keep it loosey goosey
I
off
feel
the
like
dome.
I feel like there's one bait one. There's one like
There's a bait.
yeah. There's a very shining one that I feel like
Most
I
improved
can't
player.
put
Like,
my-
well, define most improved. Like from
last
beginning of the
season
season to
Com-
to now, or from last season to this season.
I would
From
say,
last season.
Okay,
to
I
this
think
season.
this is one we can all pick like something different. You know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
let's
say
You know
do
what?
it.
I'm gonna go with Odegaard here because last season he had his moments.
Oh,
Hey, fuck,
really?
Wow.
Let me scroll real quick. Let me unlock my phone. Let me
That's
put
flat.
you need the 14. You need the 14 max for that, bro.
I need a magnifying glass.
You need the
over
14
here.
max for
Yeah,
that.
for real. I gotta big ass phone. I can keep scrolling.
I'll let you borrow the tablet. I'll let you borrow the
That's
tablet.
that's
Yo, Nico just
nostalgia
likes
right
laughing
He
at
can laugh
you.
all he wants. All I know is I'm laughing down at him, and like I said in the beginning, I'm like I can't wait until the season ends. And remember that comment we had in the
Yes.
chat.
Yes.
And like, oh, I can't wait till the end of the season. I'm like, all right, we'll wait. And look where you are now. Laugh all you want, Nick.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to spice it up a little
That's
bit.
He who laughs last. No, I feel you on that. I
I'm
like
gonna go
that.
with Odegaard because last season he had his moments, but
Yeah,
a lot
last
of
season to
Arsenal
this
fans
season. Let's do that.
weren't convinced of him. I'm sure you guys probably have seen that, but this season, dude, I think he tied KDB's goals for midfielders, which
Yeah.
is
Did he?
15 for the season. So I'm gonna give it from my personal opinion. I think Odegaard has definitely improved last year to this year, 10 times sold.
Yeah, 15
You guys
goals.
can
You're
come
right.
back to me.
Coming back to you, Nick. Gat.
That is a good show. I mean,
Most
if we're doing from
improved.
last season to this season, I mean, my bias is going to lean me towards Rashford.
I like that. Mr. We should sell him and sell him now. I'm quoting
What'd he say?
Ragnick. I'm quoting Ragnick, who said, we should sell Rashford now and get as much as we can from him because he has a ceiling and he's not going to get any better.
And he ended up on 30 goals
And to end up on 30 I
in
think
all
is fair.
comps.
Yeah, he balled out.
How much did he in the Premier League with?
I think it was 18. I could be off. That's my first guess. I'll probably get it right now.
Is that a United striker, though?
17, huh?
Should that be the United? Like, should that be a contribution that he's not a striker? He's a winger, right?
No, he's a winger.
Okay, then I'll take that back. I'll give it back.
No, he's a winger. And to have done that as a winger, I think it's fair. At least for,
I think I
for
got
most
one.
improved.
I'm actually gonna go with Alexis McAllister. I got.
No one
I'm
knew
stuck
him last
between two.
season.
I'm stuck between two though.
Is one of them Joelinton?
Oh, I forgot about it.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
actually a
because
good
he
one.
kicked up kind of last season.
He did.
You know, a little
At
bit.
the end.
Almiron.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
But he
take him,
faded. He faded at the
yeah.
end.
Injuries. That's why.
All right. I'm stuck between Caicedo because I think he started to shine towards the back end of last season, But I think this season he started to become like one of the best midfielders in the Premier League and stamping himself. And I think he's 21 as well. And my other pick was Martinelli, just because I think he just took a overall just goal scoring. You just improved goal scoring wise. And I think for a team challenge, you need to have at least 2 out of your 3 attacking players to be at least 15 plus goal scorers and goal scorers in the Premier League. And I think he just took that high jump. And there's been kind of a steady upward shift with Martinelli because he came in, was injured at times, didn't play at times, and then I think he's been at the club for almost 3.5, 4 years. And he just stepped it up with, I think I just checked right now, I think it was 15 Premier League goals and it's like 4 or 6 Premier League assists. And last season he had 6. So to go 9 goals, and a Premier League season to be able to challenge is pretty big. And he scored also some pretty big goals. So I'll go Caicedo. I think he really stepped it up.
I feel like those kind of players are not as much as appreciated because goals and assists are easy to look at, but Caicedo's a really good shout.
That's a good shout. I like that.
No.
I'm going to eat shit because I've been criticizing this player and I gave him his little nickname, but I'm going to nominate most improved Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney goes from, I did think about this a little bit and I wanted to make sure that I had my facts straight. Went from 12 goals last season to 20 this one, came in 3rd in the scoring charts, above Salah, above Rashford, above an in for Martinelli, Callum Wilson, who kicked up at the end. I think maybe Salah had a bad season by his standards, but just to come in 3rd behind Zaaland and Kane. So Ivan Toney, it's a shame that he gets caught out betting against his team. This whole fiasco with him being banned.
Dude, that's an addiction, though, man.
Right, and we do have. I would like to view it that way. That it is something that he's probably been dealing with for a while, and it's a shame that it cut short his season. I'm pretty sure he could have probably ended up on 25, 24 goals, probably.
Don't you guys find that kind of fucked up? Like the Premier League have sponsorships that are fucking betting companies, and then one of their own guys was suffering.
They turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Turn a blind eye. Ivan Toney is my nominee for most improved.
I like that shout.
Geyer?
He's gonna say Kane because he scored more goals this season than last season.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know, for some reason, like fucking Granit Xhaka keeps popping in my head. Just
Very good shout.
Only because
wow.
not just compared from last season, but compared from seasons prior to this
arc.
season, like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
The comeback arc, dude.
He
honestly,
scored.
I'm kind of mad they didn't say that.
He scored goals. He made some great tackles. He showed some great leadership. Even though he doesn't have the captain armband, he's second captain, right? He provided assists. I don't know. He was just there on the field, and he's definitely a changed player than what he was last year and the years before that.
Didn't he score brace on the last day?
Yeah, he did. Coming off, fucking off the fans, slamming the jersey on the floor, throwing the captain's armband.
Being known for red cards. Literally having 2 feet at the door at that point.
I don't think he got a single red card this season.
Nope.
Got yellows, of course.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about that. I'm kind of mad, but that's a really good shot.
He never even got suspended from yellows.
Yeah, I forgot about him, dude. Like honestly, he said like this was arguably his best season of his career.
Yeah, and now he's leaving. So
I would take it away and give it to Odegaard just for that. Just 'cause he's leaving.
And then real quick, not to interrupt this whole segment, but the young player of the year was if you were 23 at the start of the season, so Odegaard was on that list.
Oh, he was.
So he turned 24 in December, but because he started the season at 23, he was considered for that list. So
splitting hairs, okay.
Just
some fine print ass bullshit, guy.
Just saying.
Anyway. Vlad, do you have a say here? Is there someone that you'd like to nominate for most improved off of what you've seen, what we've been talking about, all the chat we've been shitting, all the shit we've been chatting?
Wow. I'll go Odegaard.
Yeah, that's fair. You see, you got a supporter here.
I'm with you, bro. I won't let you go by yourself.
Your BS. Signing of the season, boys. Signing of the season, Erik.
Okay, can we not go Haaland, please?
Yeah, no, we're not.
Okay, thank you.
No Haaland?
He said, can we not go?
It's obviously Haaland, but like, they just make it boring.
This is overall, right? We're not picking individual.
I'm boring, so
it's
Haaland.
Overall. Come on. Your Spurs
Haaland. All right, everyone, show's over.
Let's go home.
I mean, isn't that a credit to Haaland though?
It is, but
it is.
We all know it's Haaland. But
nobody's giving the respect that Haaland deserves.
No, yes.
Okay, number 2 signing of the season.
Number 2 signing of the season.
I say.
I don't know who do you guys have.
Deserby.
Ooh.
All
Go a
right.
little different. Go
Are we going
coaches.
player?
Go
Go
coaches.
coaches? Okay, okay,
No,
coaches.
that's just me going a little different. He was technically a
Let's go,
signing.
Yeah, he was.
He was
He's-
technically
I
a signing.
want to say Bruno Guimaraes because without him,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
he
think Newcastle
transformed
Sure.
would
that
be
team. He
anywhere near top
transformed that
4.
team.
Wait, signing?
Yeah.
Did he sign last year?
I thought you signed in January last year.
Was it January
Yeah.
last
I
year?
I think so.
Honestly, this year feels so long. I thought he just came this
Yeah,
year.
It was
for real.
January 2022.
Okay, so I have to get back. Not Bruno Guimaraes.
Isak.
He was injured too much. I feel like if he wasn't,
If
then
he
he'd
wasn't
be
injured, yeah.
there.
But bro, his little dribbling skill to get that assist
Oh,
against
he's
Everton,
dirt
that was
That
phenomenal.
was dirty.
in a good way.
Absolutely dirty.
Everybody's on Google search right now.
Yep.
I actually want to have a quick list to see
Signings of the season.
the transfers that came in. Nice little short list because we want to make sure that we're
Let's-
accurate.
There's Lisandro Martinez.
Lisandro.
I would vote.
there's-
I would vote Licha.
Yeah.
He was a good signing.
Casemiro as well.
Casemiro,
sticking with
Sabitzer.
Oh,
United.
he came to Newcastle
Zinchenko.
2022. That'd be last year.
Last
right?
That's last year.
22, 23.
We're in
22,
23 right now.
23.
22 of the season before that.
That's the winter transfer. It's 21-22.
Was that 49 appearances? That'd be like too much now.
Yeah, that was winter of last season.
Yeah, winter last season 22. Casemiro. I say Casemiro. I'll keep it simple. That way I don't break my head too much.
Signing of the season.
That's a hard one, dude. I can't really think of anybody.
There's also, I mean, again, if you want
I
to
mean,
go
do you
the
consider Saliba something?
Nah.
No.
and again, if you want to go the coach's route, it's
Nah,
Deserby. You
he
got
said he
Ten
was out too many
Hag,
times, and there's a
Howe,
couple
But,
games
Eddie
he
Howe.
had-
but hold on. Because I do appreciate Saliba. Isn't this his first full season after the
is.
loan?
It's,
So why not?
it's his first season in the Premier League.
Yeah, why not?
Right, is that a signing though?
Of course.
It feels like a signing though.
But it's not though.
Nah, you can say a lot of things for that. You could say like a player coming back from a.
So,
6-month
like-
injury
so,
for,
like-
a
But
signing.
he never played in the Prem though.
My
I'm
my
saying, he
my
never played
argument
there.
my argument with that is if we think of the Endrick kid for Real Madrid, he's already signed, but he hasn't featured for them. So then the moment he breaks through and he plays a full season, that's
So is that
that's
signing
signing,
from
right?
4 years ago?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still, I
but-
would say as far as them featuring, why
Developed
not?
him.
Matoma too. No, is Matoma on that
Ooh,
list?
Mitoma,
Nah.
Mitoma.
I think he's overrated. I think Matoma's overrated.
What?
That's a
Doctor
conversation.
Dribble?
Yeah, I think he's overrated.
Wow.
I think in terms of signing of the season, I think there's definitely others ahead of him, but he's still up there as well. I would think.
No, I don't see that. And Ciso is on that list though.
And Cease, yeah.
Fine,
Estupiñán is also on that list.
I'll go Lisandro.
Nice. I'm surprised you didn't go Enzo.
No, he needs
Or-
to. He
or
needs to
Fe- or
get, he needs-
Felix.
he needs to get on.
Or Felix.
He needs to get on.
Or Mudryk.
he needs to get on a training program. He's being too much BBQ.
I don't know. Too much asado.
Ooh,
Okay.
hefty.
Too much asado.
Too much asado, boys. Surprise of the season. You can
In what way?
you can put this
Player or
as
team?
as a team.
Team?
Surprise of the season.
Easy. Brighton.
Can he also go player?
You can go play if you want.
Surprise-
Not too far from there.
Surprise in a
Huh?
good way.
Fulham
Surprise
is
in a
Surprise in
bad
a good way, surprise in a bad way.
I-
Surprise of the season. Define it how you want an answer.
I don't want to digress, but most improved player, Mitrovic. Just want to say that real quick.
Surprise season. I think Brighton fits in all category because they got rid of fucking
Potter.
Potter. Got
Yeah,
this
Fair point.
Deserby, that's his name.
Yes.
Still did well with them. Players on Brighton did very well with the new signings, finishing sixth, going to Europa League for the first time ever in the history of the club.
Yep.
They're the surprise of the season.
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Brighton.
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 Brian?
The other surprise, Chelsea for being so fucking shit.
I was gonna vote Chelsea because
And then-
I'm
and then
actually
you
very
also-
I can't describe the situation with Chelsea without saying that like I'm surprised that they ended up where they ended
All
up.
that money
And then
spent.
just to add on to the Brighton arc, I mean, you can also view it that way with Villa as well. They were towards the bottom of the
They
table.
were
fighting-
before,
they
were fighting
before
to stay
Emery
up top.
came in, and now they're in seventh
That's
after
true.
Emery. So that's you can also look at it that way.
Brighton, Chelsea. Who you got?
I'm gonna stick with Brighton.
Brighton. Okay, Brighton, Chelsea. What's up?
I'll go.
This fucking guy.
Liverpool for being at Champions League.
That's a very good shout, yeah. It's not as funny because I agree with it.
Look, he's trying to nullify your joke, bro.
I'm
He's
just trying to make it
playing.
spicy, you know.
Liverpool. Say
Um,
Liverpool.
No, because if I say Liverpool, I'd have to be Chelsea first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'd go Newcastle. I didn't expect them to make top
That's true.
four, and it was pretty easily as well. They didn't really have that much of a hard time. They kind of not steamrolled it, but they're pretty comfortable. I never thought
They held it for
completely dropped
pretty
off.
much the entire time. Yeah.
And I didn't expect it. I kind of expected them to do it next season, challenge for top 4. Not so soon though, and especially with the Eddie Howe appointment, which I didn't expect. The manager has always been in a relegation battle, although he did well at Bournemouth, getting them up and promoted and keeping them there as well. I just didn't expect he would be that kind of manager to keep them in a Champions League fight and ultimately get them into the Champions League. So
Newcastle, Gat.
I'm taking my Brighton back, by the way.
What?
Wait, what?
Dude, I'm not really thinking like it's been so long.
Are you going to Arsenal?
I'm going Arsenal, bro. I'm going Arsenal. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody had a plan. So.
That is a fair point.
That is valid.
That is a very valid.
valid.
Yeah.
Can I change mine?
No.
Too many.
Damn.
Go ahead.
No, I can't do it. I can't.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, you can.
I can't do it.
Yes,
Wait,
do
you
it.
said no.
You literally laughed at me, and you're saying that doesn't surprise you that we went that far.
It does surprise me, but I'm gonna stick with Newcastle.
That's all good.
Gat, please answer.
I'll say Newcastle.
Oh my god.
What do you say?
I already
Say-
said Chelsea because
Chelsea.
my reasoning was I can't talk about them without using the word surprise because surprise they spent so much fucking
And then
money.
on the negative spectrum, in addition to Chelsea, you can also say it's a team like Leicester as well. Bye Leicester.
I feel like the
I'll-
writing was on the wall.
Yeah, I was about to happen.
I feel like the writing was
To be
on the wall for
relegated,
Leicester.
no, but to be bottom of the table, yes.
Everton, I guess, in that sense too. But
No.
I'm surprised they're still alive.
Yeah.
That may be.
Surprised they're still a club.
Who's your big surprise?
Huh?
Who's your big surprise?
You picked
Brighton.
Brighton. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh yeah,
picked
yeah.
Brighton.
You convinced me to say Brighton.
Marco, do you agree with any of these picks? Newcastle, nice. Vlad,
I'm gonna go with Brighton.
nice.
Brighton.
Brian, game of the season. This is going to be an interesting one. Game of the season for you. What is your game of the season?
Not
Could involve
season.
your club.
Arsenal
Could not
Bournemouth.
involve your club.
Arsenal Bournemouth.
Arsenal.
That was
Reese Nelson.
nuts.
He won the award
That
for
was
game
nuts.
changer
Yeah.
of the season.
You gonna stick with that, Arsenal Bournemouth?
For
It's
now,
fair.
yeah.
It's
For
it's
now.
objective.
For now,
It's
now.
subjective. You don't
For
gotta
now-
worry about like if we
Just-
agree or we disagree.
for now
It's your
until-
game of the
Given
season.
the context of the game,
Your game of
and
the season.
everything was going on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like that moment for like, oh my god, this is our time. Like this is really our time. When Reese knows, yes, we were.
Yeah,
we were
you're on
trying,
the-
we were
you're on-
trying.
Yeah, you're on FaceTime with Kyle.
For now, until they hear mine.
I mean, it obviously involves Liverpool, right?
Sure.
He's gonna say the same one. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He's gonna say the same one I'm thinking.
I'm stuck with you too, actually. That's pretty interesting.
There's definitely
Pick
definitely a lot.
one.
There's definitely quite a few games.
I
season
feel like I
contenders.
know which one.
It's 1A, 1B. Can I choose 1A, 1B?
Fine,
Yeah,
1A,
yeah.
1B.
Here we
Okay,
go.
Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0.
Yeah,
Liverpool
yeah.
4, Tottenham Hotspur 3.
That one's mine. Liverpool Spurs 4-3.
That's your game of the season. Okay. First one.
I-
What-
I
what's
can't- I
what's
can't-
your
I can't- I
what's your
can't-
reasoning for 1A?
I mean,
Just
two
to
clubs playing for
1A,
Europa,
that's
not really
just-
challenging.
He wants his
Hey,
reasoning for
hey.
1A is because he wants to take that 7-up
Hey,
cup to
hey,
Thursday nights.
Oh,
I've
7
actually
up
I've
up.
seen more Manchester United fans bring up that 7-0 battering on Twitter more than I've seen Liverpool fans bring it up.
That's
probably.
That's just mine.
It's a
Hey,
counter.
hey,
It's,
hey.
it's like a defense mechanism. Let me
mine.
make fun of myself before you make fun of me, kind of thing.
I've seen that 7-up
Yeah.
picture with Klopp
It
on the
just-
bus
it just
more than I've
hurts
seen
less.
Liverpool,
Yeah, it hurts less.
fans talking about it.
It hurts less.
I mean, why? I mean, it's pretty obvious. And then the 4-3. I mean, teams blow leads 3-0, 2-0, whatever. I think the whole like scenes around it with Charleston and whatnot. I also think the last minute Jota winner, which I think no one expected right after Charleston. Like, it's different with a team like 3-0 up. Our team equalizes 88th minute, boom, game's done. I mean, let's say team 3-3. The team that scored 3 to equalize scores in the 60th minute, and then the team that was on to win at 4-3, that team that lost the least, scores in like the 70th minute. It's different because I think Richarlison literally scored, and then like 90 seconds after, Jota scored, and then just the whole scenes of Richarlison a minute and a half earlier, just saying.
and getting booked for still
Yeah.
losing. That's why I that's
Yeah.
Strap. Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? Like in was it Black Ops that Mason was strapped down to the chair with all
Black
the
Ops
fucking
1.
screen?
Black
Black Ops
Ops
1. Okay, you're Mason strapped down.
The numbers.
What do they mean? All these TVs are going 24/7. You have to pick one game to watch for the rest of your life.
7-0.
7-0. Fuck you. Gats, game of the season. I was giving you.
Rest of your life,
I was
bro.
giving you a chance, but okay, fine.
no. I was gonna say the Liverpool Spurs just because of the whole
Liverpool Spurs?
Richarlison thing. Yeah, at the end, and then just
Yeah, I
Jota
told you,
scoring
right,
it.
it was
It was
Liverpool.
nuts. That game was also a nutty game to watch.
It was. It
It was pretty
ridiculous.
crazy.
We're the main characters. You're just feeding into the ego, Gat. That's I just.
I got a pretty
fine.
big ego for 5th place.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Go for it. Whatever.
Game of the season. Game of the season. I did want to pick a United win, but I feel like there's two other games that were more interesting. We're like, oh my god, this game is crazy.
City,
But
City
it
Newcastle
escapes
3-3.
it
earlier.
escapes me. It was like it was a relegation battle.
Was it back and forth or was it?
Yeah, it was like super back and forth.
Wasn't
We were
it-
just talking
Oh, it was
about
the
we're like, oh my God.
Forest Saints 4-3 Forest.
Yes, I think it was
Was that one?
4-3.
Yeah, Forest
with,
1-4-3.
With Awani scoring. Let me just look that up because I think that epitomized the fact that yes, 4-3 against Nottingham Forest. That's right. And there were goals. Let me look at this. 91st minute goal disallowed. Oh my god, all these notifications. 73rd minutes.
Okay, the whole Tottenham going with the one 4-0 down and like was it 3 or 4?
What?
What, against Newcastle?
Newcastle was it 4?
It was 5-0.
5-0.
Okay,
within
that's
15 minutes.
5-0.
I don't think we've ever seen that before.
But then it
15
died down.
minutes?
But then it died down. No, it was done before. It
What
was
was it,
done.
like a
It
century
was
ago?
done before. I mean, I know City did it a
Takes
couple
you
years
all
back
day.
to City did it a couple years back to Watford when they won 8-0 a couple years back. I mean, you guys and Bournemouth early on in the season, that 9-0 victory, you guys were 5-0 up in the first half.
Yeah,
So-
but I guess it's just because Tottenham, you know.
Yeah, I think it's Tottenham's always fun.
I just for the neutral I would pick that Southampton Forest. For my 1B I would pick
I mean, you gotta say- you
I'd
gotta-
pick United
You
City.
got to throw Everton,
The 2-1.
Brighton in the
Everton,
game,
Brighton?
game of the season.
United
just
City
at the end.
2-1?
Yeah, of course.
I don't remember that game honestly.
Just a 2-1 victory?
No, I'm saying my 1B. It's my 1B.
Okay.
That's my 1B. I picked because overall neutrals, people that are invested. If I could use this game as like a marketing thing, like, hey, Prem is great. What game should I watch? Watch this fucking two teams battling it out at the bottom, scrapping for it, 4-3. Fantastic game.
Or you watch a 7-0.
They won't understand it.
Or if they also want to watch, like you said, Fernandez rob a
There's too
goal.
much lore involved for them to understand the rivalries and the intricacies between rivals. So, Dyer, game of the season.
On a Spurs level,
Yes.
match day 1, 4-1 against Southampton.
Oh,
'Cause that's the only time when I realized when I saw
like, is there
okay, there's
something
promise.
There's
there wa-
promise
there was
after one
promise.
game.
It was like 4-1 and that was it. But the game that was like I couldn't fucking believe it was definitely the Arsenal Bournemouth game. That was a phenomenal match to watch.
That was
So
tears.
Marco, I know you're busy calculating. Game of the season for you.
He said,
Agreement
He
with the
said he
Bournemouth?
agreed. He
He agrees
agreed.
with
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Bournemouth,
Okay,
yeah.
just recapping. Vlad,
I'm with you, Diego, with that 4-3.
I agree. Thank you. You see, he also agrees with me too.
Okay,
Fine
well,
print.
that's fine.
Fair enough.
Last one, MVP.
Haaland.
What?
MVP, most valuable player
Haaland.
on any team.
Okay, MVP. Wait, you said have you done player this season?
Yes, we did.
MVP is different. 'Cause
Correct.
I know in the NBA
Okay.
they give it to the best player, whatever.
Yes.
But the actual meaning of it has kind of lost its the meaning. I don't know if that makes sense. Like
Did-
most valuable keyword, valuable. Which player has been the most valuable to the team?
Yeah.
That without them,
With this,
they would have
conversation.
been nowhere near challenging for the title, nowhere near escaping relegation, nowhere near having a top
Correct.
4 battle.
Exactly. Thank
Valuable.
you. It has lost its meaning
Yeah.
based on being compared to who's the best, who has been the most valuable to
Yeah.
their squad over the course of this season. I have one name and one name only. But
is it a United player?
no, it's not.
Can I guess who your player is?
Yes.
KDB?
No, that's
Okay.
close actually.
Gundogan?
No, he didn't do it all
Okay.
season.
Well, I'm gonna go Haaland again anyway.
You going Holland again? Oh, figures.
Come back to me again. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
This
Zalman.
season, bro. How many? 35 plus goals?
36.
36 goals.
Molland.
Take that away, then I win the league.
So,
So you're talking about most valuable? That has
if,
value.
Okay,
if you
sure.
replace Haaland with Kane, they don't win the league.
He's not there. You gave me a scenario that's not existing right now. Kane is on Spurs. He had 30
Okay.
goals. Still didn't do shit.
Well, yeah, it's Spurs.
Well, that's not my fault.
So
You're saying most valuable player. If Haaland didn't, if he wasn't there and they didn't get his 35 goals, they don't win the fucking title.
Well, obviously, yeah, you're deleting 35 goals.
Yeah. So who else is doing that?
Someone else has to score the goals.
But not 35 of them.
I would.
Alvarez didn't get a sniff.
But
of it.
Alvarez
I
isn't
know
as
know
good
it's
as
the
Kane,
hater in me
Thomas
that I
Müller.
would argue that City would pick up the slack and someone else would end up scoring those goals. Mainly seeing KDB Gundogan, fucking Grealish
Julian.
kicking up for no reason. Julian Alvarez.
do much.
It's so funny. Have we
scored
talked
goals
about that?
some-
How the TYC Sports, whenever City wins the game, it's like El City de Alvarez has won this game. And it's like if they lose or if they tie, it's like, oh, El City de
Is that the
KDB.
Argentina?
Yeah,
Yeah,
TYC.
Yeah,
nine in the
2IC is
season.
Argentinian.
He has 9 goals?
Julian.
Anywhere near Haaland's numbers?
I mean, still, MVP
no.
is a fair shout. A fair shout. MVP.
Oh.
Come on, man. Just lay it out there.
You're gonna say Haaland?
No,
Oh,
hell no.
oh, okay.
I'm a bona fide hater. Why would I
He's
ever?
gonna say
respect
he's
that.
gonna say he's gonna say Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah, it's fucking
Milner.
James
know what?
fucking
Milner.
Eric?
Oh God.
Oh, they got.
I will say Martin Odegaard. I will
First
say
shot.
Martin Odegaard.
Honestly, without him, he's our.
I will
I
say
would say
Martin
that.
Odegaard.
For Arsenal, yeah, I would say that from standpoint.
Can I have a 1A, 1B just to cover all my?
You know what?
If-
We've
if-
all
if
we've
I
all
had
given
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, we've all given one.
I think you can't overlook Holland, unfortunately. But you
Oh,
also
por
gotta
eso?
throw Kane in there too, despite
Yes.
being on Spurs. And I brought it up before we started recording.
They're a
And then-
relegation team without him.
That's my vote.
And
Kane, most valuable player.
there have been 2 times where Kane has scored 30 goals in a season and still hasn't won the Golden Boot in both of the seasons.
I disagree with that statement.
Where would Tottenham be without Kane? They would have been fighting them.
I want
I
to
don't-
look up
I
really
don't
quick
like
how many
this thing
match
where-
winners he's had.
14th.
I don't like the whole
Match
thing
winners?
where
No, I think he would have been Spurs would have been 14th without
That's
Kane's
complete
goals.
horseshit.
Like-
No way.
where players on a pretty poor team do really well. I don't like when they get praised a lot because that team has no expectations, so it's pretty easy to perform.
He's the
in my
only
opinion.
one that's gonna perform.
we,
Like,
we-
he's
Yeah,
the
but
only one.
we've
He's the
said
one that
it-
doesn't have the most opportunities. If he goes to like a Man City, for example, like you're
Yeah.
saying, he won't get the same. Well, maybe he will.
and we've
Damn.
s- and,
I know
and
what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying.
Like it's I'm not saying is I just think that team has zero expectations, so you should perform. It shouldn't be like I'm thinking as in like NBA terms where a player is just like on a under 500 team and they just do really well. Like there's this player called Bradley Beal who does really well for a team, and
the
you
number
know
2
he gets
pick
praised a
under
lot or
Gross.
whatnot. But I don't know. Like
Oh, no, it's not.
Kane obviously did it really well, but
I mean, we've said it week in and
Oh,
week
well.
out that Kane has been dragging this team over the finish line in their games. And without him, they would be much lower.
But-
Dyer said around
But
14.
I mean, well, my argument for that Kane shout is that you say most valuable player, but what has he really gotten them? Yeah, he didn't get them in 14th place. What's that any difference from where they are now?
But again, if we're talking most valuable player for their squad,
Well, you're talking about that's now you're specifying for the squad or for the season.
Yeah. For the criteria was most valuable player for their squad over this season. Your argument was Haaland because if Haaland was out of that City team this season, they're not winning the title. Your argument for Henderson, no, I'm just kidding. Your argument for
what did I say?
you didn't even remember who you said.
Odegaard.
For Odegaard, you take out Odegaard from the Arsenal team. Do they still push for that title? I don't think so. I think that's fair. You're doing whatever it is with Haaland fondling, but Kane, I would agree with Kane because looking that up really quickly, he's had 11. He led the table for match winning goals with 11.
That's a very good stat.
That's 33 points that they don't have. Let's say worst case scenario they draw those games. 14th is a little bit closer to accurate. So I apologize for saying that's bullshit. That's actually kind of accurate. Damn it. But yeah, they finished on 60 points, take off 33. They end up, and then you add those 22 back because it's 11 games, right? So, I mean, sorry, you add 11. My math is so off. You add 11 points. So they would end up around the 40s. And that's 13th, 14th place. I think he has been the most valuable player for that Tottenham Hotspur side because without him, it'd be much, much worse. Of course, it doesn't make a
Been lot
difference.
worse.
I see that part of it. What's the difference between 8th and 14th? Absolutely nothing. Maybe some couple million for the the placement money, but
No, you're saying those are goals that he provided, right? Like match winning goals.
yeah, like goals that he scored that won the game for Spurs.
Okay, now think about the assists that he could have provided too, like match winning assists. It
Well,
could-
we
it
don't
could-
have
it
that.
I don't
could-
want to. I don't want
No,
to give him
the-
too much credit.
No,
'cause-
no. I'm just saying it could have been.
We don't have that stat.
Actually, I think.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
No, I think he only had like 6 assists this season.
So why are you saying that?
That's like six more games.
My God. So then even worse. From 14th to 17th, they would have been close to relegation. That would have been even more exciting. I'm trying to give Kane props. You're over here like milking it.
I can't give Spurs props. That's all.
No.
Jesus
Okay. So who
Christ.
is your MVP for this season then, Dyer? That's a good way to put you in the hot seat.
I'm just gonna give it to Haaland.
Haaland, Haaland, Haaland.
I feel like we should
Listen,
have a conversation with Kane. though.
I'll be on.
I think so. I
I'll
think
be honest-
Haaland versus Kane is a very fair
When he
thing.
goes to
No,
Madrid
just like
and wins
Kane,
the
just in
Champions
general,
League.
like his whole situation going on right
I'll
now.
pick Kane if
We'd
Spurs
be
didn't
here all
finish eighth
day.
place. To be
Yeah,
honest,
if they would have been challenging for Champions League and they got
or
Champions
just
League
at
because
least
of,
Europa League 5th place.
or Europa League, and that's because of Kane, I'd be like, oh yeah, I mean, without him, they would. But
Eighth place now.
they didn't do much.
Yeah, bro. All my references. These are all my freaking. Nothing shady in here. Just so you know, nothing shady.
I hope
all,
not.
all my references and
Lemon
stats.
party? Oh, sorry.
Marco, would you kindly MVP for the season? Most valuable player in their squad over the entirety of the season. You take that player out, the team is completely different.
Any squad you choose.
Any of your choosing.
I chose Haaland. He chose.
You want Haaland?
Boring.
Boring. Vlad, don't do this to me.
Nah,
Vlad, don't do this to me.
I'm gonna be different.
Vlad, look at me right in the eyes. Don't do this.
I'm gonna
to me.
be different. I'm gonna go Saka.
Let's go.
I like that. Thank you.
Let's
I
go.
appreciate that.
Smooth. I feel like he went under the radar. 13 goals, 11 assists. I feel like he came up.
Oh!
I'm a fan, bro.
Oh! Did I?
I'm a fan, bro.
Mia san mia, Vlad.
No.
Oh, you're a Bayern fan?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean,
He was gonna say. I'm surprised he didn't say Cancelo because he went over
well,
there.
Bayern has won 11 years. You know what? That's probably where you got it
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
11 years in a
That's
row.
what I said. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be different.
How can I remember 11 since 11 years in a row? Bayern has won.
It's fucked up.
Talking about different effects, we can wrap up this episode. We have two more things on the docket to talk about here, and then the very last thing, we're gonna find out who is gonna take this damn belt off of Dyer's hands. But the Messi effect, gentlemen. Lionel Messi has announced, voy para la MLS, el camino va a seguir allá. And then it turns out every single goddamn Inter Miami game has been sold out. According to BR Football,
Wait.
I saw a post.
Home game?
They didn't
God.
specify.
Yeah.
They
$100
didn't
a
specify.
ticket too, bro.
I mean, it's worth it if you're going to see.
100%.
That's a bullshit take, Nick.
But
And I'm
that's
gonna
not
tell you
Messi's
why.
fault. That's not Messi's fault.
No, it's not Messi. I'm not blaming Messi. I'm blaming capitalism. I'm blaming capitalism.
I'm still playing. I'm
That's
still
the-
paying it.
That's the country's issue.
No, of course. And thank you, Eric. You see the vision. This country, the U.S., will never be able to fully appreciate footy because of this Messi effect. If I'm a bona fide hater. I hate Messi, alleged GOAT. Okay, let me just put that out there. If I was a season ticket holder for any of the MLS squads, despite that, I would not be selling my ticket. I would feel privileged that I have a chance to go see this player play
Yeah, at least
in
the
a
first
place where
season.
that's accessible to me. I'm not traveling to Barcelona. I'm not going to La Liga. I'm not doing
Sure.
UCL matches.
That's true.
It's in my backyard. I am not. Those tickets are now invaluable. And I hope it shows that I'm getting tilted, because looking at these people, I saw it on forums all day today, on Reddit and Facebook groups for some of these teams, not naming names, people that I don't know, but still not naming names. I can't believe it. I just flipped all 3 of my season seats for $600 a pop. It's like, bro, you're fleecing probably mom and dad and their kid or whatever. I'll put the human aspect in there for going to see someone who everybody should have the chance to go see.
I already saw him play.
Where?
Me too.
Argentina versus Brazil, 4-3 win. Argentina, Messi hat trick. Name
Copa
on brace.
America?
Damn,
Wow, what a
like-
game to watch.
No,
Well,
it was a
excuse
friendly.
me.
Oh, that was still Messi hat
I got you beat. Argentina, Switzerland World Cup.
Oh, wait, is that the? Is that the? The last minute Messi winner?
That's when my hatred for Argentina was
That's the
born.
last minute. Give it to him and pray.
Yeah.
He curls it from the left with his left.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looking like
So if I had
Diego.
those
Wow,
tickets
what a game.
and I already saw Messi play, I would
He
have
did
sold it.
beat you.
You're part of the problem.
You're like you're like the rest of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have
I
sold
wonder
one
how much
ticket.
tickets are in Saudi Arabia for the locals out there.
I have no
I'm
idea.
interested because
It probably.
they're spending all this money
were
to
a lot.
attract these players.
I
we
don't
need to talk
think-
about it,
I don't think. But here's okay.
It was a lot. It was
my-
a lot.
My idea
Yeah.
there is, I don't know. My first idea, my best educated guess is they're not marketing towards locals. They're marketing towards execs that are gonna pay thousands, maybe,
Yeah.
just so that they could be there. Hey, what's up? We're gonna strike a little sponsorship. What's going
Mhm.
on? Come bring the money flow back in.
That's sad.
I digress though. $600 for an MLS game to see Messi, I think is disgusting.
$600?
$800 I've seen.
The
Is
cheapest one I
fucking
think
steep.
The cheapest
$500.
427 here at Red
Apparently,
Bull Arena.
apparently for Inter Miami's games, a lot of their tickets are or have some of their tickets have hit the 1,000 mark and crossed that threshold, which is crazy.
No, I should've
But
thought
anyway.
that shit when it was announced.
I did soapbox a little bit, guys. How do you feel about Messi coming to MLS?
Man,
Now at
yo,
those prices, they could give 2 shits.
you give 2 shits?
At those prices, he said.
Oh
prices.
yeah, no, yeah. For the local fan or for the fan like you said who's trying to go watch it, yeah, it's a punch in the gut.
Of course,
But for footballing, at least in the United States,
it's great.
it's great, man.
I don't think he does anything.
We'll see.
Once it's
So-
it's like when Jordan went to go play overseas and for the
I hope it's like when he goes to
Olympics.
what was the baseball team he went on?
He made the
Jordan?
sport grow.
White Sox.
in
White
terms of
Sox.
making the
Yeah,
sport
it's gonna be
grow?
the same
Oh,
thing.
I thought you were talking about the MLS.
Messi to Miami is
Oh,
gonna
no,
be
that's
Jordan to
MLS.
White
Oh,
Sox.
okay.
Terrible.
Okay.
But as
Yeah.
far as him
Awful.
Yeah, I agree then.
You know, he actually wasn't that bad.
at the White Sox,
Yeah.
he wasn't bad. Him and
He
Bo Jackson were pretty
wasn't-
good too.
And when
I
he
wanna comment
when he
too.
played for like
My
the
only
AA,
my ignorance is my only reference is the Space Jam movie. So
that's true.
Same.
As far as
Swing.
making the MLS
Myth.
better,
don't swing. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah.
he won't. I mean, maybe who knows, but he won't directly influence the MLS as far as how good the technical aspect of it is. But as far as exposure
Yeah.
and getting the sport known, maybe getting some more names into the sport,
Yeah.
100%.
But you're not looking forward to him playing with what's his face, Martinez?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
the oth-
Joseph Martinez,
Yeah.
the Venezuelan guy.
He's pretty
okay,
good.
I don't give a fuck.
He plays fancy.
Yeah, he plays.
Yeah.
for Inter.
He's
I
pretty
know that.
good.
I think it's
That's
Atlanta.
If he's pretty good,
Yeah.
No, he left Atlanta a while back.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
guy we're
this
talking
is
about,
like-
Yeah, that's the guy we're
I-
talking about.
Hey,
Yeah.
when did he leave
I watch
Atlanta?
it.
I hate
watch
that guy.
some of this. I'll be honest. I
Huh?
stopped watching it, but with Messi back, I'm gonna start watching it again.
Apparently,
I said
apparently,
the same thing when Cristiano joined Juve. I said I'm gonna watch a game. I didn't watch a single.
Funny-
I didn't watch a single Italian
funny you
match.
say that. Apparently, part of Messi's contract is he get to cut from new subscribers to the MLS
That's another
season
thing
pass.
too. I
You got
think
stocks, you
it's.
got shares.
I haven't seen the details, but I'm sure most likely it's gonna come out within the next week or so. It's gonna be some ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
the
the
numbers, but
first
yeah.
theory, the first conspiracy was that Twitter threads, of course, all the MLS clubs are gonna pay some sort of a fee to basically chip in together, a nice little cooperacha. We're all put in $10 for Messi to show up, and it's like okay. And now we're talking about royalties. There's rumors about him getting freaking Apple stocks because
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
TV revenue and all this other BS.
They're gonna make it worth as well,
What's wrong with
Yeah.
that?
which is
Well,
okay.
It's mercenary
asked for stocks
football.
Jordan asked for stocks when the guys on the shoe, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
So why can Messi ask for stocks for bringing his name out?
to me,
What's wrong with that?
I just think this was gonna separate him and
Like-
him and
No,
Ronaldo.
it's not
Well,
guaranteed
yeah,
money.
Ronaldo-
It's not
this is
guaranteed money.
this is gonna one up.
It's
him
not.
'cause
It's
what
not.
happened when he
I'm
went
sorry.
to Saudi.
Ronaldo, Benzema,
That's
and
true.
Kante have all completely sold their soul
But doesn't
to go to different.
okay, but doesn't Ronaldo have his like underwear brand, whatever socks?
Yeah, but that's the difference between somebody who's more
Right.
reputable than the other person.
Well,
Ronaldo can't come to the United States. First
No,
off.
he
more
can't.
of a-
No, first
sounds
of
more
all,
of a
no, he can't.
And I
entrepreneur.
wonder why.
No,
I
he
wonder
can't.
why.
Wonder why.
But I
Well,
still.
Mark has no microphone, so
Like,
we're making
to
hear him right
me,
now. So.
it probably is the hit or me, but I can't shake the feeling that it just seems like the league is paying him, like the league as a collective, not Inter Miami. Obviously, he has a contract, he has to be paid. He's a professional athlete, but the entire league is like bending over backwards for him to show up and play here.
I mean, technically speaking, and every team is benefiting from this.
Yeah.
And that's
100%.
commercially, that's
100%.
probably the reasoning that they saw. And they're and then the fucking
So
Messi effect, their coffers rubbing their hands together with these ticket sales. It's like
that's not Messi's fault.
It's not Messi's fault. I'm
that's
not
the issue
blaming
that I'm
Messi.
hearing from over there that it's
I'm not-
no, it's not Messi's fault.
I'm not no
It's
I'm
not
not
Messi's
I'm not
fault.
blaming
I just
Messi
said
for that.
he found the bag.
No. He's following his own reputation
he's found
and
the
bringing
bag.
it over here. And
The
look,
only difference
all
that
these
he
other
didn't
guys.
go over there versus here is because he's American. Technically, he's from the continent of America.
Oh,
So
Americas.
he would care more about coming here versus.
Well, he was
Because-
quoted as
That's
saying
a
that
technical way of using it.
Bro, the thing,
he was
why
He's
would
American. Messi's
Ronaldo? Why
American
would
guy. Yo, Messi,
whatchamacallit
are you
care to come
laughing
here? No, why would they care? They're not even from this continent.
Ronaldo
He
can't
was-
come here.
he
Yes,
was
he can.
No.
It was fixed. The problem
What
has
was
gone
fixed?
away. Whatever
yeah,
problem
the
he had in
settlement.
Vegas.
The
That's
settlement.
Settlement doesn't mean that it was fixed. Settlement means you
still
paid it
can.
off.
Settlement.
It's
He
well,
was
Let's not get into this debate. Of
I
whether-
do want to get into though Messi saying clearly he was quoted, he had an interview and everything. He said, we weren't happy at PSG. We weren't happy in France. And it feels like Miami versus Saudi Arabia, there's a clear cultural aspect that he has to think of his family. He obviously was talking about his wife, his kids, they weren't enjoying themselves. Inter Miami happens to be the closer of that spectrum to his own
the-
culture, his
those
own values, all
those
that
Miami
I have
beaches were calling.
I have a
stuff. I
question.
guess so.
So Barca didn't want him, or they did want
Barca
him?
didn't
Apparently
want
they
him.
did.
He was also quoted saying that he didn't want to go to Barca because that would also
Oh yeah, I heard
would
that
have
too.
that would have meant that the
Wait, what
players-
was-
Say it again. Say it loud for the haters in the back.
Wait, what?
that so apparently he also didn't want to go there because that would
Go,
have
go
meant
where?
to Barca
Oh.
because that would have meant that some of the players there, their salaries would have had to been cut, and he didn't want that. He didn't want to affect their wages.
Wow, what a goal!
Oh
It's
my
so-
god. Follow the bag. Follow the bag.
10,000.
There's no way, Dyer.
What?
There's a verified resale ticket, lower bowl seating
A Red Bull Arena.
at Red Bull
Oh my
Arena for going for $10,000 right
That's
Think
now.
of that
most
Red Bull.
expensive.
Cheapest
Any
one?
seat is a good
The
seat.
cheapest one is 427.
Bro, honestly, any seat in Red Bull Arena is a good seat
is,
because
yeah,
that
it
stadium
is.
is kind of small, so like you have a good vantage wherever you watch the
Yeah.
game from.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not surprised that that's the cheapest ticket. Honestly, speaking.
Grand?
I'm not
Holy
surprised.
shit.
Messi effect.
Oh.
Listen, there's already memes out. Ronaldo
Man.
at 34, Messi at 34. Does Messi retire in MLS?
No.
No.
No, I don't
Argentina.
think so.
No.
I
He
don't think
retires
so.
back in Argentina?
I don't
Is-
think. I think for security reason, I don't think he should do that.
Isn't there a clause in his contract where he
Yeah,
can
yeah,
leave
this
for
is
free?
a
Dude, I mean,
after
when we
every
saw when he
year?
went
I don't
out
know.
for dinner in
Pretty sure I
Mexico,
saw it. I
it
don't
was
know for
madness.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't think he
see-
retires. I think he goes back to Argentina.
Back to
Or
Argentina.
maybe
This-
once it's
this-
done with Inter Miami, he goes back to Barcelona. Like, oh,
I mean, that's what I
I
initially
think
thought.
no, this is what I think is gonna happen. I think when the MLS season's over in the winter, he's gonna
gonna
go
get
alone
loaned
to
in.
Winter
Barcelona, get a
transfer.
proper send off, come back to the
Loaned
MLS
immediately.
for a couple
I-
more
I-
seasons,
I
then
don't-
go to Argentina.
I don't think Messi plays like LeBron is Cristiano's doing now, like until like probably like early 40s type shit. I don't think he
No.
does. I think he retires and pretty soon.
How old is he now? 36.
34.
34. I think he retires soon. Soon.
I give him 37, 38.
I think he'll play Copa America one more season. That's it.
One
Well-
more World Cup.
Nah.
26?
Run it back.
Oh,
yeah,
you
wasn't-
you have
wasn't
to
the
go
whole
for the
thing-
back to back.
Yeah.
You know, when
Wasn't the whole thing face of Copa America, face of the World Cup? Wasn't that also worked into the deal? I read
What?
that he was going to be made like ambassador, like the marketing face for the
shit.
Copa America
shit.
here, and then the World Cup in 3 years. I don't know. We'll see.
What's
Messi
next?
effect. If you guys have opinions, we want to know what your opinions are.
Messi
Messi
There was
in the
a meme-
MLS.
there was-
like a Jordan
There
effect
was
back in the day,
there was
bro.
actually
Yeah.
since you brought it up, there was actually a meme I saw on Twitter, of course, where Messi went to PSG, owned by the Qataris, so that he can get in bed with them for the World Cup. And now he's coming to Inter Miami to get in bed with the
for
U.S. for the
2026?
for
It's
2020.
rigged. It's
And-
rigged.
and for
Big
Copa
brain.
and for Copa
Oh,
America.
It's rigged.
And for Copa
Big
America,
brain.
so he's just
Yeah, that's
That's big brain right there.
that's
That's a-
hilarious when I saw
That's a
that.
tinfoil hat time if I ever heard one.
IQ.
that's a business.
One
move
last
right
time,
there.
please. Where are they at?
They're somewhere back there. I
Messi's
don't
what's
know.
turning
next?
36
What's
this year. 35.
Anyway, last two things really quickly. FA Cup review. It was absolute shambles to concede from a United standpoint after 13 goddamn seconds. I was like silent, mouth agape.
I wonder how many United
Unbelievable.
fans turn on the TV like, oh,
No, I hope
coffee
not.
ready?
No, hell no.
it's on ESPN.
If they did shut it off, I hope they did because a real fan wouldn't fucking do that. I frown down upon on people that are like, oh yeah, I turned it off or I stopped watching.
No. They turn on TV late.
Oh, turn on TV late?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
misheard you. That'd be hilarious. They'd probably be like,
What
and
was
then-
your first reaction once that happened?
I couldn't believe it. I thought
I was in
something
shock.
happened.
I
Like
was in shock.
I was fucking jaw dropped. It was funny. I remember fucking texting I was fucking dying. I was like, that's the most fucking United way to fucking start this game.
Yeah,
Fucking 13
nice.
seconds.
4 mistakes in 13 seconds.
Yes, that's another thing too. But
Four mistakes.
instead of
That was-
dissecting that,
That was a little wild.
the
How-
pen.
I mean, it also. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a good game for either side. I mean,
No,
even
it
JG
wasn't.
said it was
No.
a sloppy win. It was
Yeah.
not a good game.
You're
It was,
giving JG credit?
Yeah, for real.
it was literally.
Yes, a
It
JG.
was the point we were just about to make.
It was
Yes, yes,
It
the
was
penalty.
literally the team that made the
Got
least
it here.
mistakes ended up winning. I mean, yeah, of course, credit to Gundogan. It was still a
He's
great
carrying
goal. It was
Gundogan
both of them.
MVP. Bolland? Jolland?
Second Man City goal was, I don't know, like so slow.
He kind of it looked like he kind of scuffed it. The way it hit, it bounced off the ground. It was
Yeah.
unlucky because it just
no,
it bounced at the right trajectory where it would just got over Varane's knee,
That-
and then
but then
De Gea was
that
just
just sounds like a
wrong-footed.
huge-ass
It
excuse.
was-
Long
no,
winded
yeah.
I don't think the hell was wrong footed. I think he just didn't have a line of sight of where the ball was.
The
He
ball
caught
was
it
so
late.
fucking slow.
It was-
But
yeah,
no,
it was slow.
Yeah,
couldn't
no, he
see the
did.
ball.
He did.
There's
Everybody was
so
in front of
many
him.
He
bodies.
didn't,
couldn't
but
see it.
then when you also, I mean, I don't know if maybe
don't
I
think
just
De
looked
Gea
too much
balled
into
out.
it, but from the angle that Gundogan was striking that ball, it looked like De Gea was anticipating it to go the other side, so it kind of looked like he was wrong-footed in that aspect, where he was already where he was already
Sure.
he was already kind of thinking, okay, it's most likely going to go here based on where Gundogan's at, but then it ended up going the other way, and that's what threw it off there. Anyway,
The penalty.
Mm.
Vlad, I'm not sure if you had seen it, but I'll start with Erik because penalty or no penalty.
Harsh, no pen.
Harsh no pen. Nico,
I
penalty
haven't
no
watched the
penalty.
pen, I can't lie.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Penalty no penalty, guy.
of course, penalty.
What's your
Penalty
search
no
up on Twitter?
penalty, Dyer.
Is that biased response or not a biased?
That's probably a biased response.
No, I'd say penalty, but I
No
have my
pen.
reasons. No pen.
No pen.
Marco.
It was one of
see it?
those.
Come on,
it
man.
was another one of those.
I saw the
where
highlights. I fell
if-
asleep.
It was another one of those kinds of calls where if it wasn't called, it probably would not have gone to VAR. It wouldn't have gone to VAR to say you should look at that. But because it was called, they're not going to overturn it either.
I think that
Wait,
penalty
was called
call.
a pen on the
It was called a
on the
pen.
field.
No,
No.
no.
VAR
VAR,
called it.
VAR called it.
Yeah, VAR called it. And
was-
that's the thing. It boils down to how the rule is. There's a lot of argument for putting in some sort of a clause or language to be able to, I guess, deliberate intent with things like this. Some people are saying, well, yeah, his arm's in an unnatural position. But we've also argued on this same pod.
That how is he?
How are
else
you
is he
going to
gonna
jump like a fish like this to try to head a ball? Okay, maybe he has some malicious intent, whoever it may be, on having like the arm, I guess, like
It was
that 90-degree
Grealish.
angle.
Yeah,
It was
Grealish.
against Jack Grealish, and they called it. My scapegoat is like, because the law is written like that, VAR is going to be like, well, it says right here. I'm gonna recommend that you look at it. Yep, you see what I see. Yep, it follows what it says right here. It goes down to rewriting and rethinking what that handball rule is in the box, because conversely, there have been other handballs
Like,
that have been called
like in the Europa League.
Mhm.
That have not
I was
been
about to
called,
mention
that
that.
have not
Yeah.
been
That
called.
wasn't called.
that
Okay,
weren't
then
called,
Even in the Prem, like that have
or
been-
even in
not
the
been
Prem.
called.
that haven't been called. So Nico, you just saw it and you're smiling.
I don't think it's a pen. But there you go. You go back into the inconsistency.
Of
Correct,
you know?
because
Like-
objectively looking at it, Grealish is looking away from the ball, but Wan-Bissaka is behind him. He heads the ball. Grealish has no idea where the ball is going, if it's looping over him, right at him, or whatever. I look at it that way because it's like, okay, let me switch positions. If it was Grealish heading into Wan-Bissaka, I'd be like, Wan-Bissaka doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. He has no idea where the ball's coming from. Again, I think intent is going to be a very, very big issue for next season. Hopefully, the referees get it right. But so far, their biggest idea has been miking up the refs
Yeah.
so that we can hear what they're saying on the pitch.
You saw they already denied the idea of introducing the World Cup.
That was not because it actually works.
You know how the World Cup had their
Yeah.
own bar to determine offside.
Yeah.
And they actually,
Like their own technology.
they
tech.
actually
Yeah.
worked
Yeah,
very,
I
very
like
well.
VAR in the World
The,
Cup.
It
the
worked
little
out
models,
very
the 3D,
well.
the
Yeah.
3D models.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
the
3D
it
model.
made
Premier League
sense.
no.
It made sense.
Oh.
They're introducing that model.
Eh,
No,
Did-
it's still
did it-
it's still hand drawn lines. Like, okay, I think it's right here.
Was it the World Cup where someone's ass kept the player on
That was
side?
Kunde. That was Kunde.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
He's like twerking.
His cheeks.
Yeah,
His
I always
cheeks.
notice no one talks about VAR in the World Cup. Like, even
Because it works.
Even in the
That's,
2018
that's
one.
a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
We're not talking about something because it's working.
That's
good.
that's a fair
If you're
point.
bringing it up,
We
it's because
haven't been-
something not working out.
Yeah.
We
And
haven't
that's
been griping about
Dude,
VAR
that
World Cup.
has been the fucking theme of the season for the Premier League
For
for, the
Premier
past what 2-3 years.
I feel like Champions League as well. No one really likes. I mean, apart from like the whole.
Lately.
I mean,
Bernardo
even
Silva,
Champions League has
like,
their own.
outside,
They have
but-
their own.
Yeah, but I
Their
feel
own type
I
of
feel like
VAR.
for handballs from Champions League, no one was like, "Oh, what the hell? What the hell?" It's always Premier League. But-
I mean, it's also not. It's also not like Anthony Taylor
And La
refereeing
Liga.
those
It's
games.
all Anthony
so-
Taylor effect. Anyway, I like that you said Champions League because there's a Champions League final
Oh, really?
this
Saturday.
weekend. Inter Milan versus Man City. United couldn't get the business done, unfortunately. So this is City's chance to equal what has been achieved for the record. Intercity.
Inter, hopefully, but City.
Intercity, Nick.
That would happen.
Enter 2-1, baby.
Intercity.
Inter 2-1.
Inter 3, City 2.
Lukaku hat
City 2. Actually, I'm gonna go with the penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout.
Who wins it?
Inter.
Lukaku makes and Haaland misses.
Inter on pens.
Inter on pens.
Vlad.
Fuck. I like the 3-2, but that'd be kind of sick. Pen.
I'm just going for it.
I'm gonna go 3-2. Fuck it.
3-2 to Inter or to City.
Yeah, it's Inter.
Marco.
Yes, the same.
2-1 Inter.
Yeah,
He
the fact
said
that
it
look,
has to
look,
say
I-
Inter.
thing.
I just want to make clear. I said Inter, but City's always gonna win it. Everybody said Inter here, so
That's
the
crazy. I
haters-
just realized
we're
that.
hating. We
Everybody
always
here,
go.
right?
I'm a
Well,
hater.
who
I'm a
wants City to
bona
win?
fide hater. How many
No, I
times I have
don't
to
want
say it on
them
this
to win. I
pod?
said I want Inter to win, but City are gonna win it.
Okay,
Oh,
I think Inter's gonna win.
I,
Fuck
I,
it.
I think Inter's gonna win though.
Okay. Here's my stat.
Okay,
You know,
go ahead.
Shout out to Diego for all my Man City haters out there. People Inzaghi has never lost the final. He is 6-0.
6-0 in finals.
6-0 in finals.
You just
People
got it,
Inzaghi.
Jinx.
As a
by
coach
Nico.
or overall?
Just got to jinx by Nico.
Fuck the jinx. Fuck the jinx.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
there it is.
You're right.
That
Here we
is
go.
the ultimate.
Here we go.
Oh,
Okay, but-
man.
But if
Can I-
City win,
Why- is there a
was
beer
it-
down here when I break it too? On
but if City win, all right,
Black cats walk past.
on Saturday, if City win 3-0, I don't want you to be like, oh, you
told you.
jinx.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Okay, so then say City are gonna win.
No, I want Inter to win it, but City are gonna win it.
Wasn't it?
Okay.
Wasn't it Dyer too that said that it was something about all the Italian teams
All
have
the
lost all
Italians
the
have
finals?
lost the
Okay, but
final.
they're-
Yes,
Charm.
this
So
season.
Of the European
this season,
Championship,
yeah,
Roma
yeah.
and not Fiorentina.
Doesn't everyone say
Yeah.
third time's a charm?
Exactly.
Maybe.
Maybe,
charm.
Time's
maybe,
the charm.
maybe. I
Which-
have a pending.
But I did put in a text message that City's winning it because all the Italians
Jesus
are losing.
Christ.
So
I have a
I'm 50-50.
I have a pending friendly wager with Marco based on Lukaku and Inter. So
Oh, that's it.
Damn. That's the only reason why I went with this.
Wait, what's the
wager?
The Lukaku tattoo. Is it the Lukaku
So-
tattoo?
no, I'm not gonna get a fucking.
If Inter win, if Inter win
Yeah, if Inter win,
with a
because it stops City from the trouble.
Lukaku involvement
Goal.
of
Yeah,
the win,
involvement.
so it could be
Oh,
goal
yeah,
or it could be
yeah.
an assist. As long as Lukaku did something within that game, I am gonna purchase a Man United jersey with Lukaku's number 9 on it, and Diego cannot use anything but that jersey
for
for the
next
entire season next season.
That's a very good one.
It's a very
It's
good
not a
one.
tattoo. It's only
Just for
one
that, I
season.
want Inter to win it.
Please, Lukaku.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a Lukaku game winner from Mickey Mouse. It's coming from me.
Footballing gods, please.
Footballing gods. That wraps it up. You got the calculations?
do.
All right, this is
Oh,
it.
God.
The
he's
end of the episode.
I'm afraid
We had
'cause-
some very good conversation. We want to thank everybody that's made it to this point, made it this far.
So what?
Who is the winner?
Oh yeah.
All right. So
I'm afraid.
Go from the bottom, please.
yeah.
The biggest loser is probably me.
I was actually looking for the jump, so I couldn't find it. So that's why I was
That's
kept
fine,
going
it's
back
fine.
and forth.
Oh,
So in 6th place, with 41 points, Erik Estrada.
Hey! Eric, all right, yeah.
All right.
I feel like we did.
Predictions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a
I
game or
think
two
so.
that you didn't put in. All right. In 5th place,
Fifth place?
with 42 points, Nico Martinez.
Nico Nick. Second worst. Let's go.
What the
In 3rd
Damn.
place,
Isn't
with
it fourth?
44 points.
Fourth
Isn't it
place.
fourth?
You
Third
forgot
place.
fourth. You forgot
Oh,
fourth.
sorry, 4th place. Sorry.
Are you guys counting?
Am
Am I at first? Are you holding it upside down?
Technically, but I'll get to it in a minute.
Who's fourth?
Unless
in
there was a
4th
tie for
place,
third.
with 44 points, Marco.
Hey, gave it
Oh,
to
that's why you
himself.
left. That's why you left
Gave
out
it to
fourth
himself.
place.
Wow.
I hope Gat wins.
And in
No,
1st
I don't-
place,
I don't think
In
so.
first?
with
What about-
48 points,
What about third?
a triple tie.
Are you serious?
Triple tie for
Triple
what?
tie with 48 points for 1st place.
Between who? Us three?
You 3.
What?
Oh my
Wow.
God, yo.
Podium.
Podium,
Podium.
Yo,
Podium.
Cartwrighter right there.
What's the tiebreaker? We guys gotta be.
There has to be.
tiebreaker.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Alright,
the
Champions League
win.
final tiebreaker. Oh God.
Score line.
Okay.
Score line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Champions League
And
score
give the
line.
goal scorers too in case
Yeah,
it gets.
yeah. We have to
Okay.
give like extra details.
Let's do it.
What the-
Okay,
Let's do
but
it, come
if
on.
we're gonna do goal scores, you have to give a point. Like we have to come up with a point.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
guys-
the- that's a tiebreaker.
The player
Correct
another
score.
point. and
So
the-
it's gonna be
the
Yeah.
score
yeah.
lines.
If
Winner,
you get
scoreline,
the
and
home
scores.
the home score and the away score. If you get one of the one, if you get the home score right, it's a point. If you get the away score line right, it's another point.
What?
And if you can,
Wait,
the
wait,
thing is that
wait,
it could
wait,
be, look,
wait,
look. I can say
This is
so.
very
We can
confusing.
say, hypothetically speaking,
Who's home? Who's away?
well, whoever's gonna be on the left side is gonna be home.
It's a neutral stadium.
But the thing, there is always a home and away.
That's what I'm
Final.
saying. Let's say I say 3-2. City are home, Inter are away. So
Yes.
3, and let's say City get 3, but Inter get 5. I still get the point for the City.
Yes.
What?
Because no. I mean, I mean,
Why don't we just keep it the
I
way
think-
we
Why do
I
you
think
just
it
give me the
should
belt
be-
as a birthday gift?
No,
This isn't an
No, stop.
NFL Super Bowl box I'm buying right now.
I
I don't
think
know
it
what
should
that
just
is.
be
I
a
don't know
point
what
for
that is.
picking the winner, a bonus point for getting the correct score line, and then bonus points if you predict the scores.
Yeah.
because that
That's it.
makes it a big enough
Okay, let's do that.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit more than that. I think. That's
I
not good
don't
enough.
think it's gonna get
I
that
think
I
close.
mean,
Okay, if it comes down to that, we do another tiebreaker.
Hold on,
Fuck it.
it's them three. So if you guys all say the same shit, then yeah, we have an issue. But
Yeah, and
I
that's
mean,
why
no,
I think
because
that's why I think the
that-
goal
that's the thing.
scorers can come into play.
They already said their shit.
Alright.
Josue said he's going to penalties.
okay.
Diego said 3-2.
3-2.
Inter, and I didn't get what Gat said.
He
but-
said 2-1.
I agree with Nick 2-1.
So then it's all different
Inter.
scoreline.
So it's all different score lines.
So
So they're good on
Gatlin,
that end.
Nico.
What-
But they all have Inter winning.
So you
Are
want to
sure?
draw?
They're
No.
all losing a point.
Like a final?
The problem is if City does win, which
Yeah, we're all
most likely
screwed.
will
They have to
happen.
get goal
you're all
scorers.
screwed.
They have to get goal scorers.
Yeah, we can
and-
get goal scorers. And
Hold
we'll
on, hold
we
on.
can still be-
Question. Because Dyer said it's going to penalties. Technically, with
the draw-
score predictions, it's a draw because
Yes.
nothing after that factors into. So if it goes to penalties, is he going to get the bonus point because technically it was a draw?
Ah, ese
Hey,
complicado.
yeah, mucho, yeah.
Oh my god!
No,
Yeah,
if it
well,
goes
yeah.
the minute it goes past 90, I think. I mean,
It's a
I'll,
technicality.
That's
I'll- I'll
120.
put it that way.
We're gonna be all night.
How
Yeah, for real.
How about this? How about this?
Are you guys putting it in the 90s or going over?
Um,
How about this?
Ah.
No, how about this? How about this? How about the scoreline
minute
prediction
scoring?
after the first half?
How about we just pick
Since
the
I
winner?
chose,
Who's
since
scoring?
I chose
That's it.
penalties.
The first half?
Since
No,
I chose
no.
penalty.
Get a load of this fucking guy.
I think it's done. 2-1, 3-2, and you're picking a draw that goes to penalties.
Do-
That's
so
it.
do I have to
What's your final score? What's your draw line?
2-2?
2-2.
Okay.
So 2-2 enter one on pens.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I feel like Diego should write it down.
If you want more details, 1-1 after the 90th minute.
Okay, no, I don't want that.
2-2 after 120.
Eh.
What are your scores?
2-1 Inter.
Who are your scorers?
On my scores, Lukaku and Lautaro for Inter, KDB for City.
Who's your goal scorers?
Um,
Go ahead.
for Inter, Lautaro Martinez brace. And for Man City, KBB and Guligan. No, not Guligan. Not Guligan.
No.
Grealish.
I hope Gundogan scores now. Just for
Why did he doesn't start?
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to who's the fucking midfielder?
Brozovic.
Okay, Brozovic. I'm gonna give one to Brozo.
Brozovic.
One to Brozovic, two to Lautaro. Lukaku doesn't get involved. This means he's gonna score all three. I can feel it.
I feel like Diego's prediction is the
Kingston.
most. Actually, I feel like Dyer is the most ballsiest.
And then,
Because I got balls.
and then for
I fucking hope so.
for City, I will give KDB a goal, and I will also give
No Holland? What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. No
I
respect.
will also give.
No, like,
I'm trying to see the vision.
I have
two
been-
goals. I was gonna give Jalen the goal.
after me.
I'm writing it down, and you're over here not even letting me. It's ridiculous. Okay, done. Tiebreaker. I can't believe that. That's it, boys. Prem season is over.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
Quick little hiatus for the summer. We have some games to look forward to, but I think the fixtures for next season are going to come out in like maybe 2 weeks or so. I heard
the 15th next week. It should be coming out
next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, in a week, and we're signing off. I
Mm.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for our listeners. We appreciate the likes, the comments, that you subscribe to us, that you listen to our content. Engage. We want to hear your voice on the bench. Make sure that you heard. City fans, Chelsea fans, please show up next season. It was a great and phenomenal season spending it next to you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. To our crack producers in the background, Vlad and Marco, nice little applause for you guys.
Mia San Mia.
Applause for the
Vlad,
rest
Mia
of
San Mia.
us.
Appreciate you, boy.
And that's it. We're signing off because we're the BenchWarmers. This is the Bench of the Voice, where the bench is always warm. Peace, everybody.
Good night.